Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Oh, Jen and I are doing a live unboxing together, which I thought we had done, but you told me we haven't. I was just like your
We
producer
have
when you
not.
did one last year. But
Yeah, so you were like in the background helping me out since I knew nothing, but you weren't. Or no, I think were you there? I think you were there.
I think
You
I may
showed
have
your
been on
face.
the screen. I just wasn't, maybe I was just
Yeah, I
watching
think
you.
I think I needed you.
And you didn't need me. You
I
never
needed
need me. You're
you.
fine on your own. I also was there when you did your MMMM unboxing last year.
Oh, yeah, yep, yep.
But I just
Oh, I
hung
can't
out and
wait.
watched you open. So this is our first joint unboxing, and it's a really
Yeah.
special one because it's a vendor that is. It's my first time ordering from them. Is it for you too?
Yes, mine
Yeah,
too. Yeah, I hadn't heard of them before.
Old South Seeds, run
Yes,
by our
old school.
friends Mark and Karol. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mark informed me I've been out all day. Riley and I had a girls' day. We went out for a vegan brunch. We found this vegan brunch place like 45 minutes away, and then we got manis and petties. So I got home real quick and I rushed to put on my tomato shirt from Inspire Garden Life. Mine today says frenemies. What does yours say, Jen?
It says if you want me to listen, talk about tomatoes.
And talk about tomatoes. We will. Old South Seeds is on Etsy. You can find them at oldsouthseeds.com. It will automatically default to their Etsy shop. But anyway, Mark, I messaged Mark from Old South Seeds this morning just to confirm a few things, and he informed me that some of the verbiage I have in the show notes was left over from my last unboxing, which was Heritage Seeds. So I apologize. I will change it afterwards. There is still stuff about Old South Seeds in there, but a couple remaining things that I forgot to delete. So I apologize, Mark and Karol, but it'll be available in the recording afterwards. So we've already got 40 live people joining us, and we're really excited to
Awesome.
do this together. Jen and I haven't
Yeah.
compared orders either, so we'll have to see
No.
what we both ordered. Your hair looks
Mhm.
fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I just got it did yesterday. Got a bunch, about over 2 inches chopped off. It feels just like I'm a
It
new
looks
woman.
good. I was saying,
Thank
was it just yesterday? I think it was just yesterday. I was talking about my like trying to
Yes, it
hold out
was.
another couple weeks, but I don't know if I
Uh-huh.
can based on it. My hair did look good, and then I
Looking
changed my
great.
shirt and brushed it, and now ugh, I'll hold out.
Lucky girl going to Destin, Florida. Oh,
I
so pretty
know.
there.
Can't wait. Let's see who's here with us. Hi,
Yes, please.
Lisa. Thanks for joining in. And here's a new name for me, sweet as Kenobi, Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Is that a new name for you?
Oh,
Glad you guys could join us. Blah blah's here. Hey, blah blah.
blah blah.
Rowena, we're back again for more torture seeds. We don't have a suddenly need exactly. They have a
Mhm.
great selection.
Yeah, they
Um,
do. I was surprised.
yeah, me too. Me too. I
Yeah,
think
like well, surprisingly, like because my collection is enormous,
yeah, mine too.
and so I thought, well, I might find a couple of things on there that I don't have because I have a lot, I have a lot of stuff. But I was blown away. Like I was just like, wait, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. I was like, whoa! And they have the story to them. My cart just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I wasn't even actually planning on making an order, but then I was just like, well, I have to. I have
Yep.
to do it. They had one on there that I just absolutely have been wanting forever, and they had it, and I was like, well, I'm definitely placing an order now. And it was a fairly large order.
All right. Well, you'll have to let us know which one that was when we get to it.
Okay.
I'm going to just ask you, do you want to say now or you want to wait till you get to it?
Yeah, Lucky Leprechaun.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's nothing like all that's. I guess it's. I mean, it's out there. It's nothing like super rare or anything like that. But I don't have it,
Yeah.
and they had it, and I've been needing it because I got to grow anything that is Irish themed for the Shamrock Seed
Shamrock
Swap.
seed
So,
swap, of
which
course.
it is. It's going up tomorrow. Sign-ups for the Shamrock Seed Swap.
Yeah.
Woo!
For those of you that may be watching on one of our YouTube channels and you aren't aware, we run a group with our friend Kina from Norway called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. If you're not on Facebook, please join just to be a part of our community. It's a place for tomato lovers. We do swap seeds, but we do a lot of other things there as well. As Jen mentioned, she runs our Shamrock Seed Swap. This will be our second year, although she did it in another lousy group before that. So she's been running for a couple of years. Our group's much
Took it. And I was like, you
better.
can't have it. No.
We're a kinder, gentler group, and we are there for the beginning tomato lover and grower to the more seasoned grower and lover. And I too, like Jen, I have thousands of I'd be embarrassed to even say the number. Nor
Yeah,
even
it's almost
a whole drawer full of things I haven't logged. But I was also really pleasantly surprised when somebody made a post in the group. I forget who, and they showed the packaging. And here's a sneak peek. This is a gift they threw in, tiny string eggplant.
Yep.
They showed the packaging and the varieties, and I'm like, ooh, let me check them out. Plus, I knew of Mark and Karol, of course. They've been around in the tomato world for a while. So I placed an order, and then Jen came to me and she's like, I placed an order too. Let's do a joint unboxing. And so I always look for opportunities to be here with Jen.
Me too.
So, Rowena, you just reminded me, for any of you watching from outside the United States, at the moment, they are only shipping within the United States. So if you have any friends in the U.S. who can, if for any of you that may want to order, oftentimes, like I have friends from Canada who will get me seeds that are only available in Canada. So perhaps you've got a really good tomato buddy that if you're looking to order something that you can help each other out that way. But at the moment, they're only shipping to the United States. Who else is here? I don't know if I said hi to you, Heidi. Like technically, I think I put this up here. Hi, Heidi. Glad you're here. We've got Teresa here. Great picture of Jen and Lauren. That picture was taken. I don't know why we haven't used that picture before.
I don't know. It's lovely. When I saw it, I was just like, I fell in love with you all over again. Our smiles are just so genuine. They like, oh yeah.
In person. I thought it was last April, but I think it was May. Does that sound more like it to you?
Yeah, it was May. It was May.
I don't know why I had April in my head. So we met in person. I mentioned it on my show, Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce, yesterday, and we're going to do it again this year. I hope.
Absolutely.
So this morning when I was going to make the graphic, I'm like, do I use our same old like headshots? And then I'm like, wait a minute, surely there's a great picture. And then I found it. So we're glad that you like that shot of the magical day. I forgot how
it was
small
cold.
you are. It was what?
I said it was cold.
It was cold.
You had your tomato dress on, and I was like, what are you doing? I was going to wear mine, but then I was like, no.
When else could I possibly wear a tomato dress? I'll probably never wear it again because it was cold. Ugh, this hair. I need to get my hair done before I go to Destin. Okay, enough with hair. Who else is here? Tara Dove. It looked so good before I changed my shirt and brushed my hair, and now it looks the. Hi, Deborah from Down Under. Thanks for being here.
Stop it.
Hi,
We're our
Amy.
own worst critics.
I know. Meyerway's here. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here on this lovely. It is, by the way, for those of you watching the recording, it is Friday, January 10th today, 2025.
Yeah, 2025.
2025.
That's crazy. We're 10 days into the new year already. Oh, Lord.
I know.
We'll be throwing seeds before we know it. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
How are we? I am like.
And some of you
I don't know.
in the United States down south got hammered with snow the last couple of days.
I saw that. Places that don't hardly get that much.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
We're supposed to get a little bit tonight, but I don't think much.
Hey, Keena.
Hello, Keena.
Our third musketeer is here from Norway. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Francis, tomatoes or work? I choose tomatoes. Yes, good choice. Good choice.
Yes, very good choice.
Kim Pierce is here. For those of you who haven't joined in one of our live shows before, please feel free, as you're doing, to put comments, questions, anything in the comments. We try to get as much on the screen as we can. Hey, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
Thanks for being here. Diana's here. Hi, Diana.
Diana. Is it Diana or Deanna?
I don't know. I call it Diana.
The way it's spelled, I feel like it's Deanna, but I might be wrong.
No, maybe you're right. Our swamp bitch is here, Harley. Hey, swamp bitch.
Yeah. Hello, swamp bitch.
We'll have a
Such
beautiful
fun
park
names.
there in Destin. I assume you're talking about it is. It's just
Yes.
it's
And the
kind
sand, not just the water, but the sand. I don't think I've ever been. We've been to quite a few beaches up the Gulf Coast, up and down the Gulf Coast, and that Destin has the best sand.
it looks
It
like
is just,
snow in pictures. It looks just like
it's
snow.
never hot. That's one thing I hate. Like if when you, the closest beach to where I live is called Ocean City, and the sand is like fire. And to
Is that
get to the ocean, you have to walk.
the Ocean
Huh?
City, Maryland you're talking about?
Yeah, Ocean City,
Yeah.
Maryland. Yeah. And you have to walk like a mile to get to the ocean. So
Yeah.
you're like running with your sandals on, trying to get to the water. I like, so hot,
Yeah,
so
it
hot.
never gets like super hot in Destin. Of course, I'm always there in like January or February, but yeah, it's always a little bit cooler there than other spots in Florida. But
Mm-hmm.
I had never been there in my life until 3 years ago. Would you say like low 80s?
It's like mid 80s, low to
Yeah.
mid 80s. Like it never gets blustering or blistering hot. Blistering, I guess, is cold. Blistering hot.
I never thought of that before either. They call it the Emerald Coast because the sand is so white that it makes the water look like this deep turquoise, and there's no shells. It's like
Mhm.
powder. It's amazing. Hi,
You can
Jerry.
see your feet. You can be into your neck and look down, and you can see your feet
Toes. I know
and
it's
all the fish eating the
remarkable.
dead skin off your legs. It's
I went to one of those once. And hey, Linda,
like for real, for real.
what my sister lived
Like
in
on purpose.
Singapore, and they have these spas where you put your feet, like you go to get a pedicure, and these fish
Mhm.
eat the dried stuff off your feet. It's
Yeah.
gross, I know, but my feet have never felt so soft in my life.
I whatever works. I know that's what the fish are doing when they come up to your legs, like really close. That's what they're doing. They're eating the dead skin cells off. I'm like, well, whatever floats your boat, fish. You know.
I already mentioned I just went for mani pedis with Riley, which we meant to do before Christmas and didn't get a chance to. And I'm like, why has she done so much before me? And I'm like, because she's 29 and I'm 55. And so the work that needs to be done for maintenance is a lot more. He's like, you're the shaver, like take half the things off my feet. It hasn't been that long since I've had one. So
It has. It's been like
TMI talk. What'd you say?
it's been over 2 years for me for getting a mani pedi. I don't ever go to do stuff like that. I'm like, I've got my hair routine down now where it's at least twice a year. I hadn't been to get my hair done since June of last year.
Really?
And I was just like, I messaged my lady. I was like, I thought I had scheduled. She's like, no, you never scheduled when you left. I was like, oops, because it's looking like trash. I need to see you. And she got me in the same week. So I was just so grateful.
Well, see, as you
Yeah,
get
because I was like,
older, like me, you kind of don't have a choice when the grays start to come out again. It's not even
I
gray, it's just dark. There is gray, don't get me wrong, but I've never looked good going darker. I always need to go a little lighter, and when it grows out hard.
yeah. I asked her yesterday, I was like, do I have any gray? She's like, you got a few in there. And I'm like,
You're still a young one. Hi, Devora Bat Zion, listening in from Woodville.
oh, that's a new name for me.
New name for me too. Nice to have you, Devora Bat Zion. Thanks for being here.
You're kind of cutting it. I don't know if it's just me or if everybody else can hear. You're cutting a little bit in and out.
Really?
Do you have like a bunch of windows open or something?
No, I don't.
Perhaps.
Oh, wait, let me
Okay.
I'll close Canva. If you guys are having the same problem, let me know. Let me close Canva and this.
It's like very sporadic.
Oh, shoot. No, I don't have any other window. I don't have the group open. I just have Old South Seeds page open. Deb loves the ring your hubby made you.
Oh yeah, y'all see?
It's beautiful.
He made that, yeah. And then I showed a picture in TLC. He's got his own stamp where it says like, I don't know if I can show you. Probably not. There's like a little stamp right there, and it says BC, but his B looks like a heart. Like it's really neat. He designed the stamp himself, but yeah,
You're
I
both
love
so
it.
crafty and have so much energy.
He's busy. He just went back to work an hour ago. He left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aw.
It's the first time since surgery. He's been home for 8 weeks, and I'm like, no, don't leave me. Yeah.
But nice
So
that you guys got to spend that time together.
I thought I'd be sick of him. I really did. I thought I'd be like, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's a very true statement. And I thought, boy, I'm going to be so ready for him to go back to work, but I was dreading it like this
I
week.
I love having Rob home too. When he was working from home during COVID every day, he still does once in a while, like maybe once or twice a week. But I really like having him home, even if we like because I'm working down here, he's upstairs. We maybe see each other for lunch, but just knowing he's there, I like it.
It's just a comfort, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Julia. Happy birthday. Julia says it's
Oh, happy birthday, Julia.
birthday. We will gift you with some tomato seeds. I mean, sorry, that came out wrong. With some unboxing of tomato seeds. We're not giving away any prizes today. Sorry, Julia. Kristen Butler's here. Snowing outside here in North Carolina. Seed unboxing live too. Awesome sauce. I agree.
Yeah, awesome. North Carolina, I don't think they get too much snow.
Got
That's
Swamp
pretty
Ditch's
cool.
other half here. Hi, Mike. Glad you could join us. And Tree, otherwise known as Achille, is here, ready for more seed talk. Thank you, Teresa. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate that very much. And Neil Brown. Hello, tomato lovers from cold, snowy Ohio. Well, sorry it's cold and snowy there. It's cold here, not snowy. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. But I'm sure it's coming. These live, we could all hang out together in person. Well, we kind of talked about this yesterday. When Jen and I meet up again, hopefully in May again, we will announce it ahead of time. For those of you who can make the trip, we would love to put it out more in advance than we did last year. Maybe some of you can meet up with us.
Meet and greet would be awesome.
It would be awesome sauce. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for being here. And Kate's here from the UK. Lots of new names for me today.
Okay, yes.
Sherman's here. Hey, Sherman, our friend. And Darla's here. I made it to another live. Perfect for a cold, snowy day. Everybody's having cold, snowy days today. Achille says, I'm going to hitch a ride with Cynthia Floyd from Syracuse to the next meetup. Excellent. Excellent. I love it. And yes, beautiful white sand the Gulf Coast is for sure. Yeah, Mike, the fish did make my feet tickle. This was like 11 years ago. My sister was in Singapore and we did that. It was weird, but it totally tickled. All right. Who else we have? Kim L's here. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. And yes, everyone get your paper and pen out. Always best to watch one of our shows with this and a childlike sense of wonder.
Yes.
Another Norwegian here, LDT. Hello from Norway.
Look, another person I have not seen before. Hello from Norway.
So today, as we mentioned, we're talking about Old South Seeds. Let me pull it up here. They're on Etsy. And if you're just joining us, they don't yet ship outside of the United States. This is their page on Etsy. You can find them on Etsy through Etsy, or you can just go to oldsouthseeds.com and it will default to this Etsy page. And I mentioned that it's Mark Barnett and Karol Galbiati, and their About section on their site. Am I showing this? Yeah. Their About section on their site says, thanks for visiting Old South Seeds. We're glad you found us. This is a collaborative effort between Mark Barnett and Karol Galbiati. After years of growing heirloom plants, we wanted to offer you our best varieties to you. We hope you enjoy them. And Jen, like I said, Jen and I didn't know she had ordered. I don't think you knew that I had ordered. Somehow we figured it out. And that's when you came to me wanting to do an unboxing together. Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
No, I was just going to say, I'm not sure how I heard of them. I just remember, I don't know whether it was you that mentioned it or I saw it like in the
group that I did, I bet.
Maybe.
I forget who it was. I know Malachi Jen says she's ordered from them several times, so maybe it was something from her.
There was a few people that said they'd ordered a few times already. Yeah. Fairly new. Didn't they just open pretty recently?
They've been around since 2022, but I feel like maybe they were just small. I feel like they really did just, and Mark or Karol, if you're watching, please feel free to correct us on anything that we're getting wrong. We want to offer, your business the correct information, and we don't want to get anything wrong. But yeah, I think they did just kind of start releasing things recently. Maybe they started the Etsy shop, but so here's the shipping terms. I'll read right from their site here. It says, we started our shop offering free shipping with any order, but due to unacceptable U.S. Postal Service delays and erroneous tracking info with their first class letter rate shipping, we've decided to charge a flat fee of $5 for shipping with any order under $35 US and free shipping with any order of $35 US or over. This will allow us to provide faster delivery, much more accurate tracking, and a much better customer service experience to all of our customers. We apologize for having to do this, but the shipping and tracking our customers were experiencing with USPS first class letter rate shipping was simply unacceptable to us and also to our customers. Thank you for understanding. Well, that was awfully nice. I mean, I can't imagine anybody's going to blink at $5. I sure respect that they put that kind of value into what it is that they offer. They're valuable seeds. They're, and they want to make sure that they get to us, right? How my order wasn't huge. I don't know about yours.
I don't know what's huge.
Well,
that's a relative term.
Here's mine.
I think I got 15. Are they all the same price? Because are they all $4? I can't remember. Everything I got is $4. I think it's $4 a pack. And
$4.
Can't remember. Is it 15 or 20 seeds?
Everything's over $4. Or $4, not over $4. Everything is $4. I'm looking at a pack now. I did get some peppers too.
Yeah, I think I got one pepper. I think I only got one pepper, if I remember correctly. Nope, that's a lie. I got two peppers.
I'm looking at this one tomato. It looks like there's 25 seeds in here, give or take. So bargain for what you get. Why don't pick one? Well, first of all, let's show how it comes. Do you have your envelope there?
Yeah, it came in a little baggie like this, and then mine was separated into two little baggies like this. So there was like 9 in one, and then the rest in another because they gave 3 free gifts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it came in these little packages, and then I just took each of the piles out of the packages.
I think I have 2 gifts, so maybe it's dependent upon the order.
The order form. Even the order form has the pictures of them on it, which I was like, oh, cool.
So nice. Really, just everything, all the details, terrific. Yeah, right there. So our orders are probably very similar in nature. You want to just alternate between you show one, I show one?
Sure.
You show me yours, I'll show you
mine.
Want
to just start with Lucky Leprechaun here since I've already mentioned it.
All right, let's make sure I pull that up. Not to be confused with Tatiana Nagel's Leprechaun.
Yeah, that's like a series. So this is Lucky Leprechaun, not Leprechaun blah, blah, blah. Just Lucky Leprechaun. I feel like this has been out for a while. I don't think it's like a newer tomato. Like Tatiana's are all like just released last year, I believe.
The problem with Etsy is everything opens in a new window, so I'm going to have to keep going back and forth doing this. This is Lucky Leprechaun. That is beautiful. Look at that coloring. It's about as deep red as you're going to get.
The description of it. What does it say about the description?
It says, Lucky Leprechaun is a wonderful early dwarf tomato and said to be an Irish heritage variety. Determinate plants are 2 to 3 feet tall, very prolific, and are perfect for growing in. I need this. In containers.
Yeah.
Now I've got them. I'm going to be making an old list from my own unboxing.
Well, you know where you can get a few seeds for that. I can send you some. But yeah, I like that it said it was an early dwarf. And
Fruits
I was
are
just like,
red,
oh,
about Campari tomato size, so that's kind of like saladette.
yeah. That's what it
Prolific.
kind of looks like on the picture too. Filled up a plate, and it's just deep red and gorgeous. And I really just got it because of the name. Like I have to have anything leprechaun related for my shamrock seed swap. So
And as soon as you tell me 2 to 3 feet tall, my mind goes to, ooh, maybe I can grow that indoors. This
yeah,
sounds
yep, for
great.
sure. Oh, and by the way, Lauren
What?
is like way tall. Like I think I'm gonna have to top you. I'm gonna have to cut the top off your head because you are about 8 feet tall down in my basement right
Talking
now.
about my tomato, by the way, not
No
me. I'm only
tomato. Yes.
5'3".
Oh, I'm sorry. I, didn't,
I thought
I
you were.
thought we were.
I'm like, I know you're shorter than me, but it's not that much.
Okay, so Jennifer, my tomato is branching quite a lot more. You're just straight up. Like you
Wow.
just keep doing. You have one, I think, sucker that has branched, but it's only like I don't know 2 feet right now. But the one, I just keep tying it up, and I can't keep the light away from it. So I'm like, I'm wondering if maybe I can like bend it over and have it like doing like a woo and try to keep growing it that way. I
I'm
don't know.
reaching for the
But you're
stars.
like,
For
you're
those of you who
bonkers.
may not know what we're talking about, Kina, Jen, and I had tomatoes named after us by Tatiana Nagel of Tomato Eden, and Jen is growing them indoors right now.
In my
So that's what
basement.
she's referring to. I'm growing leprechaun Robs because of Rob, and
I've got him too.
You're growing him right now too.
Oh yeah, he's only about I'd say 18 inches tall now, because I started him weeks after I started us, the three of us. So I've got Leprechaun
Yeah,
Rob,
he came out later. It was the
Hope's Heart.
three of us, and then Rob's came after, and Kina's
Yeah,
sister.
so yes, Kina's sister. I haven't started seeds for her yet.
I do have seeds. I haven't started yet though. This lucky leprechaun looks and sounds great. Has anybody grown lucky leprechaun or have seeds for it?
Ooh, I got a comment I could put up to answer that.
Joe, no, you did not miss a lot. We're just getting started. This is our first tomato we're talking about. Go ahead, put up a comment.
Oh, okay. I grew lucky leprechaun this year. This is Francis Lamont. It didn't even get 3 feet tall and says it's determinate, but mine kept going all season. Oh, nice. Yeah, because like so some people don't know what a
the comments are taking over your face. We need to change that. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. Like, but yeah, like if you don't know like what a determinate or indeterminate is, like a determinate, what they say is like it'll grow a certain height, produce all its fruits at the same time, and then it'll kind of die off. So what Francis is saying that it didn't do that. It was, it grew the same about the height that it said it would, but it kept producing all season long, right, Francis? I'm not putting words in your mouth, right? That's what you said. Kept going all season. Yeah, that's what she said.
That sounds great.
That's real awesome because no one wants to have a tomato that just well, I mean, I guess some people do. Wants like a one flush of tomatoes and then the plant to die. That's not really what I want. But I would do that because I need seeds for this tomato to share with everyone.
Yeah, looks and sounds fabulous. I think I need this. Hey, Malachi Jen's here. Hey, Malachi Jen, checking in briefly before.
Okay.
We've got Haley, who's just joined us, getting snow in North Carolina. My two favorite weather conditions are either perfect for tomato growing or when it's snowing. I'm a happy girl.
Oh, nice. Somebody's got to like the snow.
I believe Ken Fry posted about them offering seeds on Etsy. Malachi Jen says, I ordered from Old South and Mark followed up with me. He was very kind, recommending varieties that would work best in my challenging climate. That's good to know because Jen does have, Malachi Jen does have a very challenging climate. And that ever since I've known her, obviously she's been seeking those. Yeah, Mark and Karol are great. Fantastic people, fantastic customer service. For those of you,
seems like they really know. They know the varieties that they're selling,
and that they love their history with tomatoes. and these varieties and all of that comes into play. And don't we want to be ordering from a vendor who can give us advice on things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So that's Lovely
Absolutely.
Leprechaun. I'll
Your
share
turn. You're up.
mine now. This one I got, as much as I keep telling you and Kina that I don't pay attention to names, I find myself more and more these days. May not necessarily grow them, but this
I'm
one,
rubbing off on you.
I think you may be. This one, where'd it go? Hang on. This one is called Swisher Sweets.
Mm.
Anything to you that?
Isn't that like a candy? Was that a candy?
It's an old.
It's a what?
It's a cigarette.
Those candy cigarettes?
They're actually little mini cigars.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm not seeing it.
It's not popping up.
Maybe they don't have it in stock anymore. Swisher Sweets. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Do you have their page pulled up, Jen? On you? It's not coming up. Maybe they sold out. But
Okay.
maybe I can find information about the variety.
Let me see here.
Swisher Sweets tomato.
How do you spell it?
SWISHER. Oh, it's right here. I don't know how. I've got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I've got it. They must be one of the only few people to offer it because I just Googled and it took me right to their page. Here it is. Swisher.
I got that one too.
Did you?
Yeah. Yep. Here it is. Swisher Sweet.
Huge pink mouth-watering tomatoes. This is the perfect sandwich tomato. Many were over a pound of sweet perfection. Very productive, regular leaf, indeterminate, mid to late season. My perfect pink. Seeds from Marianne Jones. Who's a very
there were so many words in that were like, yes, I must have that one.
Yeah.
Like very productive, sweet
pink,
perfect sandwich tomato. Like, because I like,
and my recent obsession with like Spanish pinks and just pinks in general that I'm going to be growing this year. The name was probably secondary, but it certainly didn't hurt. I remember being in high school and like a friend of mine had Swisher Sweets little, I think they called them cigarillos or something. They're gross, but that's what the name means. So here's Swisher Sweets.
Very interesting. Yeah. Like, I think I remember when I was like looking at their website, like sometimes I'll do like a quick run through where I look and see if there's just anything that I don't recognize the name.
Yeah.
And so there was a couple of things I was like, oh, Lucky Leprechaun I have to have. And then some of the other stuff, like it didn't really like hit me like I needed to have them. And then when I had a few things in my cart, I was like, well, let me go take a closer look. When you start reading how the descriptions of their tomatoes, that's when everything kept falling into my cart. I was just like, okay, well, now I need to have it. That said big. That said large. That's
as much as seeds accidentally fall into soil, tomato seeds accidentally fall into our carts. We can't be helped. We can't be trusted with a store like this, with a store like Old
I have a problem. I will admit it. I have a seed addiction. I don't. And it's not just with tomatoes. It's with everything.
We have somebody in the chat who is misbehaving, so I'm putting
them
and putting them in a timeout. Okay. No longer. It's right towards the bottom, 3 up, if you can see it.
It's not on my channel.
Oh, it looks like it's from my Facebook page. Yeah, look, way to go me.
I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not even paying attention. I opened it up because I don't know if
somebody's looking for a relationship. We'll put it that way.
Is it the same person?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw those last week, but we had a little issue on, I think it was my YouTube channel. And of course, of all the times, I always have my iPad opened up here, like I'm watching myself, so I can see my comments from my YouTube channel. And I didn't have my iPad last week, of course, and somebody was being naughty, so I wasn't able to block them. So
I
sorry
think
about that if anybody.
they're definitely in a timeout. But Kelly Boo Davis, you're not getting on the show. Sorry. What else we have? Rana Turner says, I have the Old Carolina I'm growing this year. Did I get that from them? I have that one, but I don't think I got it from them because I already have it. Why don't you go next, Jen? What do you have?
Okay, I'm just reading that comment. Sorry. That's a wild one. Okay, let's do.
Now, the comment?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't see it because it's on EveMux, like the chat, but it's
Yeah,
probably
right.
not visible.
Right.
Okay. Next one is Tex Wine.
Oh,
Did you get that one? Tex Wine?
I got it the other day, but not from them. I got it in a trade, I think. And it sounds awesome sauce. Let me find it.
Yeah.
The only bad thing with Etsy is everything opens like every time you search on Etsy, it opens up in like 10 more windows. Text wine.
Would it be easier if I screen shared for my varieties and then you screen shared for yours? Or would it not make a big difference?
Easy for you?
What?
Is that easy for you? I'm not sure if it would be easy or not.
I mean, I could like have it ready to go, but I'm not even sure if I remember how to like
I
screen
think
share.
it's all right as long as you guys just know that I'm going to have to do some
Okay.
opening.
Yeah, if you're okay, then I'm okay. Yeah, look at that bad boy. That's another big one, right? What did the description say? I should refresh my memory.
It's a Bill Jeffers variety, and I know at least Karol has a good working relationship with Bill Jeffers. Original cross. In fact, I just logged this into my spreadsheet yesterday, which is why it's fresh in my mind. An original cross of Brandywine and Neves Azorean Red by Bill Jeffers. This variety was segregated and advanced by Susan Anderson of Elgin, Texas. A beautiful disease and heat-tolerant plant that's very vigorous, producing continually all summer. Malachi, Jen, did you tell me about this variety a long time ago? This just popped into my head. I feel like you may have. The fruits are of slicer size and a true old-fashioned tomato taste. Indeterminate variety with a large leaf covering. Mid-season, this plant is worth its weight in gold, a favorite. And there's some other pictures here too.
Worth its weight in gold. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, had to have that.
Look at the coloring.
It just looks.
Can you see
so
this
pretty.
picture? Look at that.
Yeah, they look like big old monsters, and I just want them.
Me too.
Yeah. I do not know how I'm going to choose what I'm going to grow this year. It is,
I started. I know a few things on my grow list this morning. That's better. Okay. So that's Tex wine. Anybody grown Tex wine before or have it planned to order it this year? Oh, Kristen Butler. This Tex wine is very good. Good to know.
Oh, nice.
Lisa says, I tell my husband every Thursday is TAA, Tomato Addicts Anonymous.
Yep.
And now some Fridays too. Kelly, a little late to the party. That's okay. We're 3 tomatoes in, but you can always rewatch what we've talked about so far. We've talked about Swisher Sweets. We've talked about Tex wine. We've talked about, what was your first one? Now I'm forgetting.
Lucky Leprechaun.
Lucky Leprechaun, which looks amazing too. Oh, Harley. So back to the Swisher Sweet. She said that type of cigar is smoked, but mainly used to roll pot. Just about every gas station has them. That tomato is beautiful. I knew there was a thing. Aren't they like mini cigars? I don't know. I just remember.
I wouldn't know. I was thinking it was candy. So I'm way off.
But I do see them at gas stations and things like that. I used to smoke. I can't believe I used to smoke, but I did used to smoke. Not those, but I do remember them. Yeah. All right. So that's Tex wine. Oh, Harley says they're full size and mini. Well, there you go. Swisher Sweets. Don't smoke. Bad for you.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Says the girl who used to smoke.
Hey, I dabbled in it when I was 17.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about too.
Then I got pregnant and I cannot stand the smell of it. I can smell like if the car in front of me, like when I'm driving down the road, I can smell if they're smoking.
It's
That's how
gross.
sensitive I am. And it just turns my stomach anymore. Like I'm
Yeah,
just like, if I did it, it's
honestly, stopping smoking was harder for me than stopping drinking.
oh really?
Hard,
Yeah,
yeah,
that I mean it is a hard habit to kick.
yeah.
So
Eric says, "I'll
props
have
to
to
anybody
grow."
that was addicted and had to quit. So
Wait, say that again, Jen.
props to the people that were like super addicted like you and then quit. So
Yeah,
good for
it's
you. I
not easy.
wasn't like addicted, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't do much.
Eric says, "I'll have to grow Swisher Sweets. My dad used to smoke those cigars." Oh, and Harley's
Ah,
got quite the education here. They're all different flavors.
wow.
I prefer the tomato Swisher Sweets, I think.
Yeah, I'll eat
Um,
that.
did you get any peppers or just tomatoes from this one? Because I have a
No,
few.
I got some peppers. Let's see. What pepper did I get?
I'll
Let me
share
look
one
at
of my
my.
peppers.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, one of mine's because of the name. What did you get? Yep.
I've got two of them. One is called Samborka.
Yep, got it.
Got to find it. Really?
Some Borka. I knew we were going to have overlaps because
Well, there
great
has to be
minds.
done. Especially since you and I have enormous catalogs already enormous amount of seeds that
Yep,
if there's something that's unique that we don't have, chances are
right.
we can
In
order
this
it.
place,
Look
Old
at
South
that.
Seeds has so many unique things.
That photo is why I ordered this pepper. Because
Mm-hmm.
look at the
It's like
shape
covered
of
in
those.
peppers.
They're
Yep.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we know about Samborka? Um, he says at least 15 seeds a pack. It's $4. I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 15 is right. It's more like 20.
Mm-hmm.
They say my information for this gorgeous pepper said it's originally from Serbia and is similar to the medium walled thickness bell pepper, but has some heat to it. Mine were actually very sweet with just a minimal amount of heat. That would have sold me too, because that's what I like these days. I love spicy, but I no longer grow the hot hots. To me, it's a waste in my garden. I want things that are like actually edible. That's just for me, not not harping on those of you who love the hot ones are some of the most beautiful peppers around, but I was growing too many of them and I just thought I'd make room for
Yeah.
like sweet or gentle heat. It says this
Mm-hmm.
must be the prettiest colored pepper as it begins to ripen that I've ever grown, and it's very prolific as well. These can be sliced to use fresh, stuffed, or in any way you would use sweet peppers with possibly just a tad amount of heat. I highly recommend this one. Well, I'm sold. I
Yeah.
need some more photos. Look at these. That's a
Yeah.
really
So
unique
pretty.
shape too, isn't it?
It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Lesia,
A little
like the
bit like
shape.
a smaller Lessia, maybe a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
I wonder if the thickness of the wall is the same because Lesia is like super thick.
Yeah,
That's a thick pepper,
it is.
which I like.
It is.
I like.
I like Lassia too. It was the
Mm-hmm.
sweetest pepper I'd ever grown until this past year, and there were some I grew that were even sweeter. But it's a great pepper. Um,
Mm-hmm.
here's a new member, Asi S. Estilio Godinez. Hola, amigos, here from Corpus Christi, Texas. Thanks for being here.
Hello. Welcome. Yes, thank you. Hola.
I feel like I've
Um,
missed some comments too. Um, no, maybe not. Oh, here's one. The Christina Joe. Hi, the Christina Joe. You didn't miss a lot, but you can always catch the replay.
hello.
Um, oh, Keena's going to sleep. Bye,
Oh,
Keena.
night, Tina.
Night, night.
Sleep tight.
And the Christina Joe says, "I'm with you, Lauren. I grow mostly sweet peppers now. My husband can't stand the hot ones anymore. You know, I just find like one little. I do grow one. It's the Calabrian chili from Italy, and it wouldn't qualify as super hot. It's edible. It burns your mouth, but like one of those will make an entire meal super spicy for me. That's all I need,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
I'm
Um,
gonna try to make some. I grew a bunch this year, and I want to make some of my own hot sauce.
me
So
too.
we'll see.
Me
And I
too.
don't even like hot sauce, but like
And I know Dorothy
I,
and
I people,
sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
Yeah, you
you.
go ahead first. I said I just have people. I have people in my life that like hot sauce, so I can make it for somebody. And I
I
grew a
like
bunch and
Frank's hot
saved them.
sauce. I
Yeah,
love Frank's hot sauce. And I
I
like,
like buffalo chicken dip.
well, that's
Buffalo
Frank's
chicken
hot
dip.
sauce.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Frank's buffalo hot sauce, and that's good stuff. But
that
that's
is.
the extent of the heat I think I can take.
You made
I
cowboy.
more or less grow. Yes, yeah, but I don't eat it. Ben
People in
eats
Pepper
it.
Lovers Collective and Swap have been telling me I need to make that, and I've never made it.
Yeah, it's really good. I took like a little nibble of it one time. I think I did that on camera. It
Hi,
was
Randy
hot.
Murphy. No problem for being late. What have you missed? We focused on tomatoes, Swisher sweets, uh,
Cigars. I said cigars.
Swisher sweets, Lucky Leprechaun, Tex
Tech
wine,
wine.
and then this pepper, which is Samborca. Has anybody grown Samborca yet? Guess not. See, this is what we're talking about with Old South Seeds here. These are varieties that are not, you don't just find every day at your average vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Francis, you had me at fermenting. Fermenting
Oh,
peppers.
beware of another
Addicting.
hobby. Oh, really?
Oh, tell
Really?
me this. You don't have to do it.
I haven't even done research yet. So, but I've got like, and the only thing the research I have done is I wanted to know if I could take them from the freezer and then ferment them that way, make hot sauce. And I read several places, yes, you can
I would
do it that
imagine.
way because otherwise I just didn't have time to do it because it was like right before the holidays,
Yeah.
November, December, when I was seeding my peppers, which is pretty late for
Yeah.
me. Um, Still, I was just like, well, if I don't freeze them, they're just going to go bad because I wanted to save the seeds.
I can't think
But
of
I've
any
got some
reason why you can't
hot.
ferment
Yeah,
after
no,
being
everything I
I
read
mean, it
said you
really
could.
just
So I'm gonna.
freezes it in time, but once you thaw it, it's the same
Mhm.
mushier. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be mushier, but it's gonna have the same flavor and everything. So I'm gonna try my hand at it and see what it's like because I got some.
I have
They're like even seeding them, they smelled good. So I was like, I wouldn't put them in my mouth, but they smelled nice. Some of them were fruity smelling, and I don't know.
I grew some great ones. I haven't even posted my list of what I grew this peppers wise this year yet. I'm like so far behind. Asi S. Estilo Godinez says, I gave my love you guys channels. You guys make the tomato selecting process super easy. Which ones to get and
Oh,
which
thank
ones to stay away
you.
from. That's nice. Well, we're really happy
Oh,
to
that's
have you
very
in
nice.
here.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Yes,
joining
I'm
us.
happy you found this.
Um, and Pretty's here. Grow, cook, eat, repeat. Hi, Pretty. Planning on
Hello,
making my
pretty.
own hot sauce this year too. Got some books about fermenting. I have some books on
Very cool.
fermenting, and I use instead of regular mason jars, which I also use the ball mason jars. I also have. Do you know Weck jars, Jen? They're from
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah, yeah.
I have a
They
book.
have like the orange. Don't they have like an orange rim or
Yeah,
something, like a rubber rim? Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
you can
They're,
reuse them. It's like the tab is
they're
down
French.
when it's
Something.
closed. I think they're German.
German. Okay.
I love them. They're not cheap, but I do love them for certain things. And I have a Weck fermenting cookbook that has
Oh, cool.
even like green tomato relish that you can ferment with like your green tomatoes. Never made it, but
What?
need to crack that.
Oh, see, there's so many things that you can do with
Mhm.
tomatoes. Like we're never going to get bored.
Sam, what variety of Calabrian peppers do you grow? I always have trouble finding info online about good ones. It's funny because they seem to use the term Calabrian chili as like an umbrella. And I'm not a pepperhead like I am a tomato head, but this is what I know about Calabrian chilies, that they seem to use it as an umbrella when really there are lots of different ones, like you alluded to, Sam. There's one called Devil's Kiss, and there's one that's kind of like a similar shape to this, but much smaller, and one that's a round one that Picante is it called? I can tell you for sure looking at my spreadsheet, but those are what I've been growing. But I know there's other Calabrian chilies with different shapes. So you're right. The information, it took me a long time to find the exact variety, because all that was written on the package I got a few years ago was Calabrian chili from Italy. And so it took me a while to find out which ones they were. But yeah, I know one's Devil's Kiss, and the other one I want to say is called Picante, which I know means hot. I think that's what it is. Sasha Randomly's here. Hi there. Thank you for joining us. Francis says you can use frozen ones, but you'll want to add some fresh ones with them. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that, but she would know. Thanks, Francis.
I won't have any fresh ones when I go to try it, so I'm gonna just have to go with no fresh.
I have some fresh ones in my hydro unit, but I don't have any frozen ones to add to it, and I only have a few from my hydro unit. I scrapped them when they were getting too buggy.
Oh my gosh, I'm just like leaving the peppers down in the basement to like be a trap crop right now. Like it just seems like
good idea.
All the bugs just go to those stupid pepper plants. I'm just like, what is it about pepper plants? It's my pot of Pinot, and the poor thing I just took like 12 peppers off of it, thinking, oh well, let me take all these peppers off, and maybe that'll give it, a little bit of, it's not focusing on the peppers. Can focus on regrowing some green. It just looks like trash. Yeah. I'm just like, you poor thing. I keep trying to like fertilize it.
Onto something yesterday because he said we were talking about things getting buggy, and I was talking about my love of Fox Farm Ocean Forest soil, and he said he thinks it's soil because it doesn't happen in the hydro. I said I agree on tomatoes, but peppers still get buggy in hydro for me.
Oh yeah, but I'm still always got dirt in my house. So
I've got pots. I always have dirt in my house.
So there's always dirt. So I just feel like the bugs from wherever my dirt is, they go straight to the pepper plant, whether it's in water or not. And they're like, pepper plant, it's all destroy this thing right here.
At least in the hydro unit, I can take it out and then I'll rinse the leaves under water in the kitchen sink and put it back. It's only good for so long.
Yeah, I've done the soapy water. I've been spraying it, but it's just like, I don't know. I keep adding new pots from outside. Like I keep up potting different tomato plants and bringing new dirty dirt. If that's the thing, old outside dirt where, bugs can lay eggs in it. And then I'm bringing them inside and new eggs are hatching. So it's just like,
but even if I will tell you that I don't think I really bring anything inside from outside, and it's still buggy. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know that it really matters because even just getting the soil from the vendor or whatever, it's still buggy. But
I will say,
we don't want to sterilize it because that takes out all the good stuff.
Right. That's my thing. I used to do that. I used to sterilize my soil, and yes, I had less bugs, but my plants just weren't as healthy because I killed anything that was in the soil, and then I had to fertilize a bunch. So your plants, I don't know. I think I'd just rather deal with some bug issues. Just get those sticky tape everywhere.
I forgot what I was just going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About bugs. Oh, at least the little pink aphids on my microdwarfs, they don't damage the plant at all. They just look really gross. It still grows just fine. Peppers, those things, I find they do damage the plant eventually.
Yeah.
All right, what do you have next?
I'll do my pepper because it's the only other one I've got, and it is Mohawk.
Oh, I don't have that one.
And I like the name of it.
I do too. Here, ooh, that's a beauty.
Yeah. So you didn't get this one?
I did not. Hang on, let me.
I did not. Did you know there are more pepper varieties than there are tomato varieties? Is that crazy?
I don't know that I knew that. I'm not really surprised.
Like tomato varieties, I think they say there's like 25,000. I'm sure that's grown because, everybody's breeding now.
I think
you're a breeder. Tina's a breeder.
There's so many people.
Tomatoes. Yeah, all the time. But I've read that there's more pepper varieties, like over 35,000 to 40,000 different pepper varieties. And I'm just like, what?
Not surprised. There are a lot of as many tomato breeders as there are some really diehard pepper people who really like breeding their own things too.
Be able to pronounce them properly.
And I have this theory. I've shared it before, but I think stop that. She puts herself down for not being able to pronounce things, and I say, unless it's in English, why would you be expected to pronounce everything? Plus, I don't pronounce everything because we speak English.
You might not even pronounce it properly, but you make it sound good. I don't.
You just got to fake it till you make
No.
it.
West Virginia twang here.
You're so This is Mohawk pepper. These are small stature plants suited well for pots. Write it down. Mohawk pepper.
You send me a picture of your list, and I'll divvy up the seeds.
Plant produces cute, sweet fruit that matures from green to yellow. Very sweet. How did I miss this?
Didn't read close enough, I guess. I don't know.
They really have.
You probably already have. So sometimes what I'll do is if I already have so much in my cart, I have to walk away. Like, if you keep on reading, you're going to keep on putting stuff. Like, that's why I don't go into stores anymore. Like, when I go grocery shopping, like, actually in it, thank goodness for the, pickup stuff.
Yeah.
Because you just put it in your cart and then you're done. If I go into a store, my cart is full of crap. Like, not even food.
Like, you can't go trash. Hungry.
Because I always want the newest thing. It's pretty packaging sells me. Fun colors. Like, I'm like, ooh, it's new. It's limited edition. Let me put that in my cart. So, yeah. It's the same when I'm seed shopping online. If I've got enough in my cart, I'm just walking away. Maybe that's what happened. You just walked away.
I don't do that, though. I don't.
Okay, well, I don't know how you missed it then.
I don't either. I was looking at tomatoes and maybe a pepper or two caught my eye, but this sounds spectacular. Anybody grown Mohawk?
Oh, yes. Let's see.
Hi, Eva. Glad you're here. And we have Paragoon 12 here. Hi there, everybody. Glad you could join us on this Friday afternoon.
Yes, hello.
Lucas says there are about 100,000 tomato varieties. Wikipedia alone has a list of 26,000.
Oh, wow. I'm way off. Whoa.
Glad you could join us. Terry Craft.
I have half.
Craft Freeze here. Hi there. Tara Dove says Ashley at YouTube Gardening and Channel is a soil scientist. I've watched her before. And she said that the underside of bush beans leaves have their own sticky traps. You can grow them to trap the bugs. I haven't tried. So bush beans. Interesting.
I've never tried to grow bush beans inside.
Me neither. Interesting.
Yeah.
And here's another one. There's a lady. Hi, Garden Girl. There is a lady YouTuber that puts about an inch of sand to keep her bugs at bay. I've tried sand, maybe not an inch. I've tried sand. It didn't do anything for me. But maybe an inch, we'll have to do it.
I think I've heard perlite or vermiculite. One of those two also can help keep your bug issue at bay.
I tried mosquito nets a year or two ago too. That didn't really do anything for me. Kim Pierce says, does anybody else think about how much money they could have saved if not buying seeds? I won't allow myself to think that way.
Yep. I'm not doing that because I think that might send me into a deep depression if I actually
look at my binders and the stack that's sitting here of recent orders I've gotten in like within the last 2 months. It's all sitting here that I haven't logged yet. And it does sometimes make me want to throw up. I will be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't think about it.
No,
don't think about it.
I can't.
There's no reason why you're not going to stop. So don't even think about it.
And
that's why I go to work.
Oh my God, Kim. Shh. No.
Yeah. Don't have us like in a tailspin here. We're all just going to go downhill.
If you watched my show yesterday, let's get back to the hope that one little seed gives us. Let's focus on that part. We just have a whole lot of hope.
You know what I thought 2 years ago? When I started when I first found Facebook groups that traded. I thought to myself, oh, wow, it opened up a whole new world for me. I thought to myself, I'll grow all these really cool varieties this year, save seeds for all of them, and then I'll never have to buy seeds again because I'll just keep swapping with people, my seeds for their seeds, and then so on and so forth. The lies I tell myself.
I know.
I was like, you'll never have to buy seeds again. And I probably didn't need to ever
Yeah.
place another order for tomatoes or peppers or beans or whatever, but I do.
Well,
I don't
think
know, those late nights when you're
Old
just feeling
South
froggy, you're just,
out. You
yeah.
accidentally fall onto their website, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can't unsee these varieties. You can't.
And then you're
Once
left
you see them,
wondering, how long are they going to be there? Are they going to be sold out soon?
I don't have
What if
this.
I'm
I
the
need
only
it.
one that grows that next year?
I'm looking. There's only one variety here that I'm looking at that I've actually heard of before. Oh, actually, they also have eggplant, by the way. I think only a few eggplant, um, 2 eggplants, 70 tomatoes, 26 peppers. Um, so I actually got an eggplant as a gift. I don't know if you did, and it's one of my favorite. It actually is my
Which one?
favorite eggplant. I grew like
The
6 plants of it this year because um, you don't need to soak it. I mean, I don't soak my eggplant anyway, but it goes directly into a stir fry. It's great. It's called the Chinese string eggplant. And this was one of my free, I got 3 free gifts with, oh, one, two,
What's
three.
your packaging look like? Does it say that? Is that the actual name of it? The one I got is this one,
Yeah,
Listada.
it's actually called Chinese string eggplant. What's yours?
Is that what that's what this one is?
No, but that's a great
Okay.
one also. Listadia, that's an
Yeah, I
heirloom
never heard of this.
variety. Um, here's Chinese string eggplant. They're very prolific.
Ooh.
Plants aren't that big. You can grow in a pot, and like I said, you can just slice those up, add them. I do stir fries just about every night based on what we grow or what's in season, and these just really make it easy. You don't need to peel them or anything. Let's see what they say. They say it's a wonderful eggplant, grows easily, fast, and is incredibly prolific. Flavor is so creamy and mild, you can eat it raw with no bitterness at all. True story. Skin is thin with no need to
Mm.
peel. I didn't even read this before I said all this. I've used this eggplant in so many ways, from adding to ramen noodles, sauteing, adding to pasta dishes, etc. Chinese string cooks very quickly, so keep that in mind when cooking. Did I mention these plants are prolific? Give them the nutrients they need, and you'll have all the eggplants you can use from only a few plants. They grow wonderfully in containers too. I grew mine in small 3-gallon buckets. Be sure to take a look at all the pics and the video to see how well they grow in such small containers. Let's take a look. Yeah, this was my second year growing them, and I intend to. I was growing a lot of other eggplants, but I only grew Chinese string this year and then one other one. Um, they're really cute, aren't they? And here they are adding it to
Yes.
soups.
I have
Beautiful.
I've not mastered the eggplant growing yet. I have flea beetles that just want to destroy my little
Oh,
seedlings.
really?
Maybe I'm wondering if maybe it'd be, since I've got good grow lights now, if I should start the eggplants and get them to a decent size before I put them outside.
Maybe. I mean, I start mine
Because
in
sometimes
around the same time. They get buggy too. Um,
I mean, sometimes they'll be able to fight through the destruction of the flea beetles, but a lot of times it just destroys so much of their green that they can't photosynthesize. So
oh, really?
maybe I get enough green to them that enough size.
Let's take a look at yours. I've grown this in the past, and this is a beautiful variety. Also, it's a heirloom variety. I think it might be from Italy. We'll see what they say. Listadia Degandia.
Ooh, very pretty.
Very pretty. It says if you grew up like me hating eggplant because they're always bitter, then Listada Degandia. You know what? Now I'm second guessing if it's the one I have is Listadia something. I think it's Listadia Degandia. It must be, unless it's Listadia something. I don't know. It's hard not to, with tender, mild flavored flesh and thin skin, you don't even have to peel. It's hard to not like this one. Listada Degandia will change your mind about eggplants being bitter. Compact plants are very prolific and produce gorgeous white eggplants with bright purple striping. Dice them for stir fry, slice with frying or grilling, or use them in your favorite Italian dishes. That's
Oh, nice.
yeah, it definitely is. Oh, and here it is with Chinese string.
Oh, pretty.
And here they are in pots. You can see that they are compact.
I don't know that I've ever tried to grow eggplant in pots. I wonder if that's would be helpful.
2 years ago, I
I'm
grew
one
all of
of
mine in
the
pots,
yeah.
and they seem to do
Sometimes you
well.
try stuff and it works wonderfully, and you really don't know why it works better than like
Yeah,
I think peppers do really well in pots too.
yeah, most do, except Sugar Rush Peach gets to be a monster. I tried that in a pot once; it just doesn't work. Oh, look at this!
So does the Hulk. That's another one that was like a monster for me this year.
I
The
bet
Hulk. I
the
grew it
whole.
because of the name. I didn't realize that the plant itself was like a Hulk, just hulking out all over the place.
All right, that's the eggplant. Do you want to talk about one of your tomatoes now?
Sure. Let's see. Which one's got a. Oh, okay. This one I think has a fun name. Punta Banda.
I've heard of that one.
You didn't get it?
Did not get that. I think I have it already,
Oh, okay.
um, but I've never grown it. So let's take a look and see. I think it might be a pretty famous one. Ooh, this looks nice. It kind of looks like your that first one that you
Well, I have a
shared.
comment. Put it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Natural mixed into water takes care of fungus gnats. What is natural?
I have no
Natural.
idea.
I'm probably not even saying that right. Natural. Huh.
I don't see the comment.
Yeah. It's probably way ahead. I'm just
Natural with like nat as in GNAT. Natural.
yeah, GNA natural.
Cole's Farm. Is it organic? Natural? I like to
Sounds
grow
like it natural. It's like
organic.
natural and gnats
Nat
put
like
together.
nat like GNAT. Oh, or natural. Yeah, I gotcha. Mixed in with
Yeah.
the water takes care of fungus gnats. I'll have to look it up. I'm always looking for new things. Your flea beetles does like what's the stuff I'm thinking about? DT, not DT. What's
Yeah,
the
diatomaceous earth. DE, diatomaceous earth.
no? That's not even. I know that there's something else.
BT.
What
Is it BT? B.
BT?
B is in boy.
Yes.
BT.
Does that
Mhm.
help with with flea beetles? We don't. I don't think
Yeah,
we
if
get.
you I think
Yeah.
it does if you use it regularly. You know how I am. I can't
And,
water and I can't get on like I did really well last year with copper spray. Like there's only so many
oh
things
yeah,
I
I
can
haven't
remember
tried
to do.
that.
Copper spray, I feel like it works really, really well at keeping like disease down. And you start it before you see disease. And then I was doing it every week. And my plants in Materville, well, I think you saw, they were like huge and
Yeah.
like way, way above and beyond. And then they got eaten. So it didn't really matter. I kept them disease free for the deer.
Yeah, I know. And
But
they were quite happy. They're very healthy deer with the, I'm sure had a
mhm,
big stomach ache. He
yeah,
says,
I
or he or
did.
she, Cole's Farm, natural is BTI powder, like mosquito bits, but concentrated. Good to know. I've already written it down. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Always looking for new ways around it. Because even starting my peppers indoors, I start them earlier than my tomatoes, and they get super buggy. I was really lucky this past year, and that I was able to bring them outside a lot during the day and hose them off. But the year before, I was not, and I had to restart all my peppers because, well, I shouldn't say all of them, a lot of them, because they got damaged by those bugs. They're different bugs than what I get on my tomatoes. Those are the little pink things. The Do you
Right.
find that they're different for you too?
Mhm. Yep,
Bugs?
yep. They're like little, they almost look like dandruff
Yes.
on the pepper plants. It's like somebody came over and itched their dandruffy head and then it's sprinkled with like, but it's like little tiny bugs. And if you just, sometimes I just take the leaf between my hand and just smear it and kill all the bugs. And then I just, my hands are covered in bugs by the time I'm done smearing my leaves. I'm having so much fun, don't I?
This is Punta Banda, or however it's pronounced. This variety comes from the Punta Banda Peninsula in Baja California. Plants are shorter and incredibly healthy. Produces a profusion of beautiful blemish-free red globes of incredible flavor. Some say it's great for sauce. I love the deep red color of it. I found it to be a little tart or tangy for sauce, but it was amazing for dehydrated tomatoes. Super
That's
easy.
why I got it.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Slice them in half, put on the dehydrator trays, and dry. I crumbled the dried tomatoes into diced chicken meals with pasta. Use them on my non-bread pizzas. Yum. Or you can just
Mm-hmm.
slice them in half and use in salads. A very prolific and useful variety to add to your garden. And let's
Yeah.
take a look at more pictures. Wow, that is prolific, all right. And there it is
Mm-hmm.
once again. So for those of you having a hard time trying to find, trying to max out your grow list and take things off, consider growing in pots. I'm a big fan of grow bags, and they make them in a variety of sizes. So you can stick these on a deck or a patio. A lot of these varieties we're talking about, right, Jen? Because the
Yeah.
eggplant,
Yeah.
they were shown in pots. Your
Mm-hmm.
first one,
Peppers.
forgetting the name of what your first one was. I keep forgetting the name.
Lucky leprechaun.
Leprechaun. That was in pots.
Yeah.
These look really nice. And there it is on dehydrator trays.
Mm-hmm.
And all dehydrated. Nothing like
I
fresh.
didn't have enough tomatoes this year to dehydrate, so I'm kind of bummed.
They're making
So I was excited that this one could be is really good dehydrated. I was like, ooh. Oh, and another thing I think I got these for is because I want to make earrings
all your
out of
resin.
yeah,
Don't you
out
have
of
some?
dehydrated.
Didn't you make
I
some?
do. I made flower petals, dried flower
Oh,
petals.
okay, but not tomatoes.
I do have a pair of tomato earrings dehydrated,
I thought
but I
so.
didn't make them.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to. So I
Gotcha.
thought if these dehydrate really well and they look like the perfect size, I'll make my own dehydrated earrings.
Yeah, you
Then
should.
give them. Who doesn't want to wear a pair of tomatoes for earrings, right?
Hi, Robin.
You were into it. Get your tomato earrings in tonight.
Well, no, I was not tomato girl for most of the day today. I'm just wearing some
Yeah.
fake
Walked in the door.
diamonds, not real. I wore grown up clothes today. I just threw on a tomato T-shirt as I got home. You're not late, Rob. Well, you are late. You can watch the
clothes.
I don't have that many adult clothes, but I wore a nice little sweater and jeans. Had a nice day with my girl. It was really nice.
That's lovely.
Lucas says we're getting a lot of fungus gnat advice, which is always good. 2 ways to kill fungus gnats: simply water only as plant hangs, or water with neem oil concentrate. I've tried neem oil concentrate. Tried a lot of things. I'm not sure.
The neem oil concentrate always clogs up my sprayer too.
That too, yeah. What do you? I'm not sure
Such a
what you mean by simply water only as plant hangs. I'm not sure what that means. Do you, Jen?
Hang it upside down and then water, like, because I know that this stuff can get on the underneath of the leaves.
So
Is that what
the
he's
water
talking about?
doesn't stay on the leaves, maybe.
I
know.
I'm not quite sure.
I do try to bottom water my micros when I can. And actually, when I'm growing my peppers indoors, I don't above water. They're in the solo cups or the Bootstrap Farmer 3.3, and they're always bottom watered, so the top's not damp. But it's the underside of the leaves that gets it. They look fine on top, and then you turn it under, and you're like, ugh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Old's Farm says BTI only works on the larvae. Short idea is when they consume the toxin, they die from it, destroying the stomach. Yeah, that's what mosquito bit supposedly does too. All right, so that's Punta Banda. Here's one that let me do the only one I had heard of before. It's called Bordeaux. And guys, if you're just joining us, if you've grown any of these, or if you have seeds for any of them and want to share with us too, let us know. But we always like when we hear from people. If you've grown the variety, it's not only helpful to the show, but it's helpful to all those who are watching. I have to share it first. Hang on. Wait till you get a load of this one, Jen. I
Yeah,
think
because
I
I
had
didn't. What is it
already.
again?
Bordeaux.
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 Ooh, is that like saladette or
Well,
smaller in size? I can never tell. I like always to take pictures of my tomatoes in my hand. That way, because
yeah,
sometimes pictures can be deceiving when they're on a plate. How big is the plate? I don't know how big the plate is. Like, is the plate small, making those
you could
tomatoes
tell.
look big, or
Am I showing all these? Yeah, they do look
is it
like
a cherry
like or
or
no, it looks like
saladette?
a plum, like maybe a salad
Okay.
plum. That's how it looks to me.
Hmm.
I think I had
Does it
these.
say the ounces in the description?
Let's take a look. It says Bordeaux is one that I almost didn't list for sale because the tomatoes crack on top a bit with excessive rain or overwatering, and they aren't the prettiest tomato when that happens. But I decided I had to list it because it's truly a wonderful tomato. Compact potato leaf plants are very prolific. Tomatoes have thick flesh, very little juice, few seeds, and you'd think it's only a really great paste tomato, but it's more than that. Bordeaux truly is a wonderful paste type tomato to add a more complex flavor to your tomato sauce. But it's a great tomato for fresh eating as well. It's very flavorful, sweet but savory, with a hint, hint, hint of a salty flavor and deliciously sweet.
Oh,
Right. Look at this interior.
I I tasted my first salty tomato this year. Like the weirdest thing.
I seem to
It
remember, but
tastes.
I don't remember what type it was. Do you remember?
I don't remember what it was now. I have no idea, but I remember tasting it. And we just got done talking about putting salt on tomatoes because I have some people say, "Oh, you should salt them. Try them with and without salt." And
Hmm.
literally, the next tomato we tasted, we didn't put salt on it. We hadn't even gotten the salt shaker, I don't think yet. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, is this like one of those mental things where you put something in your mind and then
Right.
your body is like responding?" It tasted salty, so that's like that almost sounds too like it would have a little bit of umami the way they describe
Yeah,
it, like savory.
just
I
this
mean, and
purple
it's a dark
color
tomato.
sells me.
Those dark
Anybody
ones
grow
always have.
Bordeaux?
That sounds familiar. I wonder if I have seeds for it already.
Yeah, I just logged seeds the other day. I must have gotten them from another vendor too, but this kind of looks like. Did you grow Ancient Heart of Ravenna this year or Cor Antico
Mm,
the Ravenna? It was. I
no,
know it was one of Alex from Lucky Gardens' favorites from last year, and it looks very
no.
similar to this. Maybe not quite as dark, but this is a beauty. Kim says zebra easel tasted salty to me this year. It was pretty. I grew that 2 years ago. It was pretty amazing. Those were the ones all the squirrels wanted. Frenemies.
Yeah, I grew that a couple years ago too. Zebra easel. We all
Yeah,
grew it the same year.
yeah, we did. I got mine from Bounty Hunter Seeds, I think.
23. Yeah.
All right,
Where'd
why
you
don't
say
you
you
do your
got
next?
your
What?
Where'd you say you got your seeds from?
Um, for Zebra Easel was from Bounty Hunter, I think.
Bounty Hunter. I think that's probably where I got mine too. Zeke Dishman, right? Yeah, Dishman. Dishman.
Let me look it up. Dishman. Yep. Francis says my new shirt said it all. Heirloom tomatoes were ugly as a compliment. That shirt is from Inspire Garden Life. I remember seeing it.
Oh, did
Uh,
you see that Ben made me new shirts? Designed me new shirts? Did you see me
no,
post that? Oh
no.
my gosh, you
Oh
need
wait,
to
yes, I
check
did.
those out.
I don't think I looked deeply into it, but yes, I did see that you
He,
had
he made some
something
really
new.
cool design shirts for me. They are so cool. I'm so
Yeah,
excited. Yeah, I can't wait to get them, and I'm gonna just wear them.
good for you.
I can't. Yeah, he did really well. He spent like 2 entire days just in front of a computer designing every tomato, and then he had to have my input for everything. He's like, "What about this? Do you like this tomato better? Should I have your Y like for joy big or in?" I'm just like, I don't want to decide.
He loves you.
No
That's
more
so
decision
sweet.
making. He does. He's a sweetheart. I wish he was here.
Here's Zeke Fishman. That looks pretty. I don't think I've
Yeah,
heard of this one. Zeke Dishman
I
is a
had.
wonderful tomato, so productive and delicious that I nicknamed it Zeke the Freak. My notes say large fruit, red, regular leaf, amazing flavor, sweet but enough acid for a wonderful balance, just delicious. Could be a main crop variety. Zeke Dishman of Kentucky developed this tomato over many years. My seeds came from his daughter, Tina. So it's a Kentucky heirloom for those of you looking to sign up for grow outs. Maybe you want to consider signing
Mhm.
up. Dishman, maybe some have. I don't know. This looks outstanding. And yet
Have you
another
looked at your lists yet for your grow outs?
one. Yes and no. I glance at it, but I'm not going to like start making my list. I'll start maybe on Sunday when things start winding down. But make sure you guys, if you're looking to sign up for a grow out, make sure you do it. Monday will be our last day, and we're going to meet and discuss. And if you really want to be a part of a grow out, maybe consider signing up for one of the categories where less people have signed up. Your chances will be better. Everybody wants to be part
Mhm.
of the ultra rare grow out because everybody wants ultra rare seeds back. But
Yeah.
your chances of making that one are much smaller than say like interesting foliage, one of yours, which is great. Um, Pretty much
Naughty
any
names. I don't. Yeah, naughty names
foliage,
is
yeah,
one. I'm just like, come on, people. There's
yeah,
lots of naughtiness there.
right. And you have to remember that it's not even just everybody on your team, but your team captains will be growing things also. So you're going to be getting those as well. So I know every ultra rare sounds really romantic and it's a great team and all that, but you get a lot of stuff in all of our categories and some stuff that you've probably never heard of too. So, if you've already signed up and want to, you know, move or change what you've signed up for, consider, looking at all the grow outs, seeing where maybe there aren't as many who are signed up because your chances will be better that you get on one of those teams and they're going to be equally as great and fun. All right, so that's Zeke Dishman. So let's do one of mine next. Here's one I've never heard of. All right, Jen, I'm going to do this and show you because I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say it's Suckernold.
Suckernold. That's what I'd
That I
say
pronounced
too.
everything right. You know that's not right. You just know that's not right. You have
I
that one
feel
too?
like I no, but I feel like I've seen that name. Maybe it was when I was looking through the website, or maybe I have it already. But yeah, I don't have it here. But yeah, that's a great name, Suckernold. I
Suckernold.
mean, that almost could be considered naughty. I don't know.
It could. These look pretty.
Slightly on the edge of it.
I know I ordered this one only
Ooh,
because I hadn't heard of it before. Um, Probably the sweetest open pollinated non hybrid cherry tomato I've grown so far. Goes
whoa.
on the grow list. Very, but doesn't have the tropical flavor of the hybrid sun sugar or sun gold. But I actually preferred Suckernold to sun sugar this year. Hear that, Malachite Jen? I know you love your sun sugar. Was a favorite of my neighbors this year as well. A very sweet and delicious cherry tomato and super prolific too. Seeds came from a friend in Norway. Hey, I know Kina went to bed. I don't know if we still have our other Norwegian friend here, but maybe you're aware of it. Suckernold. Look at that.
Whoa.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Kind of looks like the shape of it is similar to, have you grown honey drop?
I did
Grew it a
a
couple of
couple
years,
years ago.
like not perfectly
Mhm.
round, but a little bit elongated. I'm always,
Yeah.
I kind of stopped, but there's always things that say it's just like sun gold, but an heirloom. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
just doesn't exist.
No.
Sun gold, you must grow the F1 hybrid, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, when I hear things that aren't pretending to be sun gold but say they liked it better than sun gold, then I listen. And this is sucker.
Mhm.
Look at all the flowers on that.
Yeah.
I realize I don't have a lot of cherries on my grow list this year so far, so this I think is going on. And
I
there's
love when they have trusses like that.
when what?
I love when they have trusses like that.
Yeah,
And
me
there's like a
too.
long truss. The tomatoes are just all the way down to the very tip of the truss.
Yep.
It's just like, and then you're waiting for all of them to get ripe.
Lucas says Suckernold was recommended in our journeying group, but it tends to split. Yeah, a lot of cherries do. Sun Gold does too, big time.
Yeah, unless they have like tough skin. Like you're just gonna have that.
Yeah, and I don't really like cherries with tough skin. Although Pixie Fire this year had chewy skin and it was delicious. Did I give you a?
Ben is very skin sensitive. Like
Oh, is
he
he?
would tell you, like, yeah, he's just like tough skin. Like he will totally dislike a tomato if it's got tough skin,
Yeah.
regardless of how it tastes. He's just like, I can't get past the skin. I'm just like, oh, but it tastes okay. I don't care. I'm gonna spit it out.
Brianna says sun gold never grows well for me, but sun sugar does as well. And sun sugar's a hybrid, is it not? So for those of you that thumb your noses at hybrids, there's really no reason to. They're just another tomato, um, and they're expensive because they work hard to get the exact formula in that one little seed.
The
Um,
only reason I can see that, like, that I think not poo poo, but like would dislike hybrids is because you can't save seeds from them. And
right,
I mean, you can and grow tomatoes, but you'll
which
never
is
get that F1 hybrid again. And that's
yeah,
the only reason, like, I would say that, like, open pollinated or heirlooms are superior, if you want to
yeah,
say that. Yeah, F1's like they're bred to be, productive, disease resistant, taste good. Like
yeah.
there's some really good hybrids.
There's a
It's
lot of
just you
people that say I've saved seeds from sun gold and it grew just fine, and it does, but it's never sun gold again. It may look the
not
same,
the same.
especially year one. It may look exactly the same. It's not going to taste the same, and the longer you continue to save seeds and grow it out, it's not even resembling the same tomato. So, best bet is just if you like sun gold, just to get the F1 or
Keep
try
getting
sun gold
hybrid.
because that sounds great. Deborah says, I just tasted my first sun gold yesterday. It was so sweet. I loved it. Do you know it took me
Mm,
many years to even grow sun gold? Isn't that weird? Like I only grew it 2, 3 years ago, maybe. And it was good. I've had better. Um, Although my better and Jen's better are different. I really love coyote and Jen hates it. We have different
I
tastes, but
don't
that's
want
what
to say
makes
I
our
hate it. It's not a spitter for me, but it just tastes not.
it's
It's weird.
it's very unique. It's a very strong taste, but I
It's
love
a
it. It's like
unique
flavor bombs.
flavor that I do not prefer. Like
Yeah, we have
the deer
different
don't like it
tastes.
either.
We just do. But I think that's a good thing for our shows because, you know, not everybody's going to have the same taste. And
Yeah,
if we all
absolutely.
liked the same tomato, we'd all be growing the same tomatoes. So you get both of our
Mhm.
perspective, which I think is a good thing. All right,
Same
what's
with Ben and I. He's completely different in the stuff that he likes too, and he'll taste things completely. He'll be like, "It's earthy," and I like don't taste any earthy at
really?
all. You're
It's funny.
entitled to your own opinion. It might be wrong, but you're entitled to it. No, I'm kidding.
Rob and I have the exact same palate. It's weird. Like we very rarely
That's nice.
disagree on a tomato. It's good, but it's weird.
That's
Um,
nice though.
yeah, it is nice. What's your next one, my friend?
Oh, let's see. Roop's Pink Brandywine. That's
How
another
do you,
one that I
how do you
got.
spell it?
RUPP apostrophe S and then Pink Brandywine.
Got it. Oh, there's two Rups or Rups. Rups Pink Brandywine and Rups German Pink. Let's check it out.
See, you say Roops, I say Roops.
Who knows what it really is?
You probably said it right and I said it
Don't
wrong.
say that. Listen, you are one of my best friends in the entire world. I'm not going to allow you to talk badly about one of my best friends.
Fine. I know my strengths and weaknesses and I'm fine with them.
Put in the comments if you watch Jen's videos, and chances are you do. Make sure you tell her how much we adore when she's being authentic.
Oh, stop it.
I'm serious. I'm not just blowing smoke. It's adorable that because you're just doing what the rest of us would do, but you're doing it on camera because nobody knows how to pronounce these things. Um,
You're sweet. You're too sweet. Thank you.
yeah, not really, but
You're
here's
gonna make me cry.
Rups Pink. I love you. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
look at that beauty.
Yep, it looks great. Another
Yeah.
pink. Look at that. It says this was
And
an
I
invaluable. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Read it. I want to hear it.
It says this was an invaluable find by my friend Mark. He was able to locate old original seeds from the Rupp Seed Company via an old co-op. Have you ever grown a pink brandywine and gotten very little fruit? Yes, but it was delicious. Well, that's not the case here. Gorgeous dark pink fruits that are grown on prolific, hardy potato leaf vines. A very meaty, solid fruit that has both sweet and acid tones. Fruits average 8 to 20 ounces, mid to late season, indeterminate. Look at
And I
more.
think that is something about brandy wines in general. They're not all that productive,
They're not.
but they're good. But
They're
they're tasty.
delicious. Pink
I
was
have
my
grown yellow
favorite.
brandy wine. Yeah, pink. I've grown pink, black brandy wine. They're all, and I like the foliage too. I love potato leaf,
Yeah,
foliage.
they're late
But
season for most people.
right, that
But
too.
yeah,
So
it's well
this,
known that they're pretty hard to grow and that they're not productive. So this sounds like it could be the answer.
so
Rupp's Pink
I
Brandy
thought that was,
Wine.
never
And
heard of
then,
it. I was just must add to my collection.
yeah. And then let me just show the other one. I didn't get these seeds, but there's another Rupp's German Pink. Let's see what they say about that.
Seems like they have a lot of pinks, or at least we got a lot of pinks from
Yeah.
them.
This
Which
tomato.
go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, like reds and pinks, like it's a visual thing for me. They're boring,
I
Like I
know.
look at
Me
them and I think,
too.
oh, they must be boring, and I guess I just relate them to like store bought tomatoes. So I like will scroll past them a lot of
Yeah.
times.
Me too.
And
The past couple of years, especially, but this year I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going for, after loving
Yeah.
bacon lettuce in this last year, which was the red beyond my
Gotta find
wildest
yourself
dreams. And I know
some.
you feel differently about it, but for me, that was the ultimate red.
No, that I don't feel differently about it. I don't think I gave it a fighting chance because I had lip gloss on and Ben brushed his teeth. So
Yeah, you can't taste tomato like that.
we got to redo that taste test.
It was phenomenal, and I'm picky so now I'm doing a lot of Spanish, especially pinks this year. I want to give pinks another chance, but you know me, I'm
Yeah.
all about the green when ripe and the green tricolors. And purples.
Yeah.
I like purples.
I think we've already like made it to where those tomatoes that are like green and different colors, we're like, oh, that's a Lauren tomato. I think we all say that, don't we? Don't we all say that? You see one of those and you're like, oh, that's a Lauren tomato.
It is.
I think I even made your cross stitch last year. I think I
did.
made it in colors of the Lauren tomato.
You did. Let me go get it. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Grow cookie repeat. Thank you. I love your laugh.
It's hanging where I fill my seeds. It's hanging there for me to see. This is what Jen made me. See, it's green, but it's got a pink interior. It's it's a Lauren tomato.
Lauren tomato right there.
Yeah. So this is Rupp's German Pink, and it says this tomato has an incredible history. My friend Mark tasted this one years ago at a farmer's market. Was able to procure seeds from Rupp's Seed. I have to check out this Rupp's Seed Company. Never heard of them. The seeds were old. They came from a farm co-op. Years later, he sent me seeds. I was fortunate to get 2 plants up. This is a beautiful potato leaf plant that is vigorous and hardy. Beautiful deep pink heirloom fruits. These are juicy and balanced. Production is very good. The best German.
Just call Ben sometimes.
What?
Stop it, you dink.
They say it's
I don't
the
know
best
if that's a bad
they ever grew, Jen.
Wow.
Ever grown. Perfect for your
I
sandwiches.
picked the wrong group. Should have got both.
I know. Me too. Anybody grown any of these? Pretty says she loves your laugh. I agree.
Yeah, I brought that up when you ran away there to get your cross stitch thing. I was just like, thank you.
Lisa Lloyd says, I love Jen's video. So down to earth, beautiful, caring lady, always has a smile on her face. Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
True story. All right. Here's
Don't
another
make me feel so loved. Thank you.
Heard of before. It's called Lil's Favorite. Oh, it's not coming up.
I did not get that one.
Let me just write favorite, see what happens. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Favorite. No items found. Okay.
It's Will's favorite?
Lil, like Lil.
Oh, okay.
Well, I found it at another Etsy vendor, but I'd rather not show another Etsy vendor. Here it is from Garden Horde. I apologize, Mark and Karol, if you're watching. I'm thinking maybe you don't have it in stock any longer because I can't find it on your site. But this is, no, hang on. Got to change the screen here. Lil's favorite. And it says produce large 10. Oh, wait, am I showing it? Yes.
Yeah, it's on there.
10 to 20 ounces red beefsteak tomatoes, meaty and juicy with an excellent rich flavor. This family heirloom originated in Belleville, Illinois. Larry Watson of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, received the seed from his Aunt Lil when she came out to Pennsylvania for a Christmas visit in 1985. She was 77 at the time and passed away in 2002. She told Larry that they were her favorite tomatoes and that she had gotten them in 1949 from Mrs. Smith, who lived in Briar Hill, which was just next to Signal Hill, where she lived in St. Clair County, Illinois. Mrs. Smith said that her mother had given the seeds to her, and the family had been growing them around Chester, Illinois for many years. Let's see if we can.
That story. Like, come on.
I know.
Who doesn't love to hear a story like that about the tomato? How it just got passed on and came from way back when. And
all right, what's your next one?
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Byler's Red Ox Heart.
I have that. That was one of my free gifts.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. See, free gift.
Oh, cool. So oftentimes I wonder how vendors decide on their free gifts.
I know.
They just pick whatever. But these have like a sticker already, or is it stamped? I think the free gift is a stamp on there.
I think so too.
Maybe they just pick a variety they think that the person would like based on their.
That's what I think, especially with marketing.
Their order.
I would think they probably are looking at what we order and adjusting.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
This is an Amish heirloom from Joe and Lizzie Byler of Bel Air, Illinois. Probably one of my top tomatoes, they say. This is a beautiful, healthy, regular leaf indeterminate vine. Seems to have a nice disease tolerance. Beautiful red ox hearts that are so meaty. Very few seeds, will always be in my garden, medium production.
So I like the way that the meat looked with that cut there. It looks like it's just a really nice bite to it. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture.
The one in the hand. Like it, I like to grow big ones. Me and you both, like we're both trying to get to that 3-pounder, right? I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
I was trying to get to 2, and then we got 2.5 this year from large membranous. So yeah, now I guess we're going for 3.
Get on at 3.
Probably could have gotten to 3 with that large membranous had we been pruning and stuff, but that thing grew 2.5 pound fruits in clusters. It was crazy.
That's nuts.
All right, so that's Byler's Red Ox Heart. That looks like a winner for sure. Look at the comments. Oh, Robin, this is nice. We love both of you just the way you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda says, I wonder if they are talking about roughwood seeds. I don't know. It definitely says RUPS, RUPPS, but maybe. I don't know them either. Rowena says I had to go out for 45 minutes, but I'll go back and check what I missed. Glad to have you back. You know it's one of our shows when we're still going on hours later. But we do like
what time is it?
It's 5:43.
Oh
Eastern.
my golly.
I know. Yesterday I had an epically long Lawrence tomato awesome sauce. It was not intended. I was
there for a couple of hours, but something happened and I had to walk away. And
well, that's what normal people would have to do, because who can sit there and listen to me for 3 hours? Well,
I could if something hadn't interrupted me. I could definitely do it.
Heidi Dolan said she was filling seeds while listening to me. That's always a good use of your time.
Oh yeah, I was doing that this morning.
The show.
I listen on my way to work.
What?
I said I listened to you on my way to work.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, you have a long drive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is Odeon, Odeon. I don't know if you got this one or not, Jen.
I did not. No.
A Ukrainian. The Odeon was a wonderful surprise this season. Seeds came to me from a Ukrainian grower who raved about the production and health of the plants as well as the flavor, and he wasn't wrong. Plants are very short and compact, reaching about 20 inches tall or so for me. Fruits are very dense, fleshy, with very little juice. This is a wonderful Roma type tomato that is super early, produces like crazy. You know what this reminds me of? Little Napoli, which I talked about on my
Oh,
show yesterday. It's a compact F1 Roma variety. It's delicious. And I've been,
you gave me a variety called Little Napoleon. Is that Little Napoli?
it's, I've been working on stabilizing, not stabilizing, but I've been growing out from years ago, Little Napoli.
So if I say seeds from my Little Napoleon, what would that be? F what? 3?
Depends on how long ago I gave it. I'm at an F8 with those
You
right
gave
now.
it to us at a swap. You gave me a plant at the swap.
Oh, so that's probably an F7 or maybe
Oh, it's an F7.
I grew out 2 generations this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually nothing like Little Napoli any longer, but they're nice. They taste very similar, and they're nice round fruits, and
They're
more compact.
yeah.
But this looks outstanding. This looks just like Little Napoli, compact, and it's not a hybrid. This is from Ukraine.
Mm.
I love how they're growing so much in pots. That makes it so much more accessible to many growers who maybe don't have large gardens.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these.
And you can get those fabric pots which are awesome now.
Yep.
Like if you don't want to have them sitting around, you dump the dirt out in a pile and fold up your fabric pots and tuck them away till next year.
Ooh, I have to grow this. It looks just like Little Napoli. It sounds good. All right, what's your next one?
Belmonte. Belmonte. No?
No?
I thought we'd have way more like overlap.
Me too. Oh, this looks nice.
We've
I wonder
had
if I have
some.
it already. It doesn't sound familiar. None of these really sound like super familiar, which is one of the great things about Old South Seeds. And by the way, I haven't been putting up, but hopefully you notice in our purple thing there, it's oldsouthseeds.com will default you right to their Etsy shop. They charge $5 shipping up to $35 and then free after $35. They don't ship outside of the United States at this time. Belmonte pink. Beautiful.
Another pink one. I must have really been wanting some pink ones. Pink, big, and juicy. That's what it looks like I was going for with this order.
This is
look at that thing.
Look at this with the hand shot.
See, I need the hand shots. I like the hand shots.
Look how big that is. A large Italian
see the hand.
A large Italian heirloom beefsteak from the town of Belmonte, Italy. This is supposed to be a red variety. However, after trying 3 different seed sources, every one I've grown is pink. Nevertheless, it's a beautiful tomato to grow. The vines are healthy, vigorous, and indeterminate with regular leaves. This is a mid to late season variety. Did I tell you how big some of the tomatoes can get? I had several right at 2 pounds. The taste is absolutely delicious. These are the perfect tomatoes to impress your friends. 1 slice overlaps a piece of bread, definitely worth growing. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was excited about that one, especially with the picture of the no hand. I was like, yep, I need it. I want my hand to disappear underneath my tomatoes.
All right. I don't know if you have this one or not, but we have something in common with this one. My next one's called Catwell. We both love cats.
I do. Oh, yes.
Ah!
I got it.
I definitely had never heard of Catwell before.
Me either.
And it's like a yellow and orange, which I tend to stay away from, honestly. Although I like to carry Claxon this year. But these look great. Beautiful orange slicers on a regular leaf indeterminate vine. This variety produces all season long, starting around 75 days. It's a very solid, sweet, delicious tomato. First listed in Seed Savers Exchange by Dorothy Beiswenger of Crookstone, Minnesota. I have grown this variety for the last 3 years. It's one of my favorite orange varieties.
Yeah.
Those look big, too.
Yeah,
No
they
hand
do.
shot, but they look big.
No hand shot, but
All right, what's your
maybe
next
I'll
one?
get
I
one.
only have three more.
Vice's pink.
Vice, like
That
VI.
No, B is in boy, ICE apostrophe S
Okay,
pink.
here it is.
Yeah, I really went for the pink ones. I don't know whether they sell a bunch of pink ones with awesome stories, or I just was like in a pink mood. I don't know.
You know, everything they have has an awesome story. And I think that's
Hmm.
another thing. Like, you just can't find these at, Baker Creek or some. Ooh, look at that. Oh, am I showing it? No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
The
always like,
inside
"Ooh,
and
I'm
the
trying,
outside.
and sometimes I'm not showing it. That's gorgeous. Bice's Pink. This was my absolute favorite. This was one of my absolute favorites this year. I couldn't believe the huge pink beefsteak tomatoes. They were almost a heart, meaty, solid, and a definite balance of sweet and acid. The vines were huge and regular leaf. They grew almost in trusses. Many were way over a pound. This is an heirloom variety from Bice's greenhouse in Shinston, West Virginia. A
Yeah.
true keeper, around 80 days, very rare.
So yeah, I mean, there was several words in there. The West Virginia and the fact that it's rare, but like I had no idea. Like I have a list of all the West Virginia varieties, and that's not on it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, a West Virginia variety! Like I've got a section in my binder, West Virginia varieties, so I'm trying to collect them all.
Yeah, why
But
not?
yeah, I've never ever heard of this one.
Um, yeah, that sounds great. Let's look at more pictures. That interior I already showed.
Yeah,
A beauty.
that looks meaty.
Something that would go well in the
Yummy.
Appalachian Kentucky heirloom grow out for
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
part of that. Bice's Pink. How many
Spices
more do you
pink.
have?
Including my gifts, 5.
Oh wow, okay. I have three.
Was that with your gifts?
Well, I've done a few of my gifts because the Byler's Red Oxheart was one of my gifts, and the
I
eggplant was one of my gifts. Um,
Okay.
so let's go. I'll do the next one. It's called Divine Maltese, which I again
Did
had
not
never
get
heard
that one.
of. These look like Little Napoli also. Divine Maltese tomato.
You got quite a few cherries, and I went the opposite route and just got the big, massive
These are
hand
Romas. They're little
Oh,
Romas. They look like Little
again, and
Napoli again.
yeah,
It's a good thing. So it says it's a very rare and truly divine tomato. I started growing Divine Maltese a few years ago, looking for a Roma type tomato that would be productive but not susceptible to blossom end rot the way most Roma types are. I finally found what I was looking for in Divine Maltese. So far, I've never had even one tomato from this variety to get blossom end rot. The compact, indeterminate plants grow less than 3 feet tall and are always healthy and super prolific. And unlike many Roma types, Divine Maltese isn't just a great sauce paste type tomato, it's also very flavorful for fresh eating, making fresh salsa, etc. Very thick flesh, few seeds, wonderful aroma and flavor, and little juice make this one a winner if you're looking for a Roma type to grow. Again, it sounds like Little Napoli, which is one of my favorites, but that's an F1. And this one and Odeon are not. Somebody asked me yesterday, what are my favorite types of fresh tomato to put on pizza? And I said Little Napoli because it doesn't have a whole lot of water. You can slice it. And still, I'm not a
yeah,
huge Roma tomato fan, but I love Little Napoli and Little
nice.
Napoleon. Those look nice. All right, what do you
Little
have next?
Napoleon. I have Sicilian saucer. I think that's just like another big one.
I feel like I've heard of that one, but I'm not sure. Sicilian.
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
name of that one sounds familiar, but I don't think I have seeds for it.
You know what I'm thinking? I think I'm thinking of Cordelia's sauce saver. That's what I'm thinking of.
Mm. Yeah, see,
Sicilian
yeah, another
saucer.
hand hider.
Here's your hand hider. Yep. Sicilian Sicilian saucer. It says a beautiful, huge red Italian heirloom beefsteak from Sicily, regular leaf, indeterminate. The plants are super vigorous and very healthy. This is a mid to late season variety. This is a very solid beefsteak tomato that has very few seeds. It's the perfect red sandwich tomato. Also makes a beautiful red sauce. For anyone that wants a solid red beefsteak, this is the one you need to grow. Production's very good. It's a must in my garden. Let's look at some interior shots. I like how they have the interior shots of all these too.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of great photos.
That's something I need to work on myself, is taking interior shots. I take pictures of the outside, but then I forget. I took a bunch of shorts that I'm just now getting to edit where I sliced them, but
Oh yeah,
they haven't been edited yet, so they're just sitting there.
I love the interior shot. To me, that is actually usually more important to me than the exterior. Well, exterior is important. I love, like, that's why I was going crazy for your first one, and many of the others today. They're just so deep red. Sometimes you get a red and you cut into it even when it's fully ripe and it looks a little anemic inside.
Yeah.
So that's why I like
Sometimes those anemic ones taste really good though.
Again,
Like there's been a couple where I slice into them and I'm like, I don't think this is fully ripe, and it just kind of looks kind of blah, and then you taste it and you're like, nope, not blah.
Yeah.
So like, we're just so used to those anemic looking store-bought tomatoes that the second we see it, we're just like, oh, wet paper towel coming. You know?
All right, we have a few more to go, guys. My next one's a pepper. Long de Coudray. It looks French because it's got a little accent. Let's see. Long de Coudray. And you can't tell me that that's the correct pronunciation.
Instagram?
What?
Did you put this on your Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, I meant to remind you, and then I didn't, so.
Yes, if we didn't have music in the beginning, I didn't have to hold off on. Hi, for anybody watching on Instagram, welcome. We can't see your comments if you're watching from Instagram. So if you'd like to join in on the conversation, actually, I'm looking at Instagram right now. Steffi, hello from Australia. Hi there. I can't show it on screen though because it doesn't come in on our dashboard. So if you would like to be part of future conversations in our lives, make sure you join in either on Jen's channel, which is Jen Joy, or my channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. But we say hi to all of our Instagram friends. It looks like there's a number watching from Instagram today, so that's good.
Oh, very cool.
I wish we could see comments from you guys, but we can't. So long de Coudray. And you can't tell me that I pronounced that right because I don't know. I don't speak French. But it looks
made
nice.
It sound good.
I just fake it. There's a difference between faking and actually knowing the correct pronunciation. Horn shaped.
Well, your faking and my faking is different.
But see, I would argue yours may be more authentic because you don't even try. Well, yeah, I shouldn't say that. You try.
You don't even try.
No, that came out wrong. I
know what you mean. It's
you make fun of yourself, but it could also be long. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah. See, but see, like I've always say, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. I'm okay with them.
Perfection.
It's not like I'm going to go and cry myself to sleep because I can't say something de Coudray or
long de Coudray. If that's what it is. All I know is it looked and sounded really good. It's horn shaped.
Hopefully it tastes as good as it is. It's hard to pronounce. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Horn shaped elongated peppers that are so sweet, compact with a great leaf cover, ripening from green to a sweet red, very productive, perfect for fresh eating or roasting, an accidental discovery by Laurent Prismic in the region of Coudray de Sèvres, France. Highly recommended. There you go. That was a lot of words I couldn't pronounce right there. All right, what do you have next?
Sabra. Is that how you would pronounce that?
How is it spelled? Sabra?
R-E. Would you say sabre?
Like saber, I think. Well, I don't know.
Oh, Sabre. Sabre.
I would say saber, but that doesn't mean
Sabre.
right. It could be
What'd you
sabre.
say?
It could be. I
Sabre.
I would think
Yeah,
saber.
Sabre sounds better than Sabre. Sabre. What did
Sabre
I say?
sounds
I don't
better.
even.
We'll go with sabre. Um, it looks really nice. Let me show you a picture. Here it is. Large indeterminate potato leaf variety that just has fantastic taste. This was a favorite of mine and many who tried it. An excellent producer of large pink beefsteaks. Glenn Downs received seeds from Donald Branscombe of California. Unsure if he was the original seed source. Rare.
Yeah.
So that's Sabre.
Rare. I see that word rare and I don't recognize the name. I'm like, I need it. I must have that.
That's a great tomato knife they have there. That's been around the block a few times.
And that's another thing when it says rare. I'm always just like, oh my gosh, everyone else is going to see that word too.
I
And then,
know. Hence why I can't walk away. Must have.
yep.
All right,
Hmm.
I only have one more, and it's a free gift, and it is a variety I had already, but I have not grown it. It's called Mexico Midget.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I don't know if it's the same as spoon tomato or not. I'm thinking no, but it looks
I
similar. Do you think it's the same?
think I think it might be.
Um,
I
it
know there's
looks
several
similar.
names of
It's a
spoon
currant tomato, like spoon
because
tomato.
I've got one called Post Office Spoonful, and
Right.
someone told me it's the same as
That
spoon.
that I
So,
know is the same as spoon, but I'm not sure about Mexico Midget. I know Craig talks about an Epic Tomatoes. Um, This says this is the genuine Mexico midget variety that was introduced by Craig LaHoulier, not the larger Mexico midget that's sold by some commercial seed companies. Okay. Well, that makes it different from
oh
what I have.
yeah,
My, sorry, what, Jen?
I was just going to say I think I have the not this one, not the one from Craig LaHoyer. I think I have the other one.
Yeah, same with me.
I didn't know it was as small and as what like current size that I don't
Yeah,
think
you
mine
can
is.
see this picture has it next to a dime and a quarter, so
Oh
it's
wow,
pretty small. Looks
teeny weeny.
smaller than coyote, but maybe bigger than a real currant tomato. Um,
So it
my
might not be the same as because I feel like spoon's a little bit smaller than that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's such a pain in the butt to pick. Like, and then once you grow it one time, all the fruit that falls off and rots, you'll be growing it forever.
Oh yeah, like coyote. Coyote's a hoe. The genuine Mexico midget tomatoes are a bit smaller than what's sold by most commercial seed companies. Because of the inherent difficulty in getting these seeds to germinate at times, it's possible that the ones sold commercially have been crossed with another variety to improve germination rates. By the way, this goes true for any really small tomato. Coyote takes longer to germinate. So a lot of these, like currant and really small ones, can take long. Not that it's a super small one, but Karl's Emslandtraube was a one that took a long time to germinate, didn't it? They're very small
Yeah.
seeds. And 2 years ago, I grew uh, Tim's Taste of Paradise, Brad Gates' new one, like
Hmm.
2, 3 years ago. Those seeds were
Yeah.
tiny, tiny, and that took a long time to germinate too.
I have not grown that one yet.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It
I
says, although
tasted a couple of his varieties the other day, and I was just like, "Oh dang!" Because a lot of time I like a lot of his stuff, but last couple I tasted, I was like, "Oh,
I liked his
well,
older stuff.
yeah."
I think Berkeley tie dye is and will always be one of my favorites. That thing is a revelation. But some
I
of the
tried Golden Gates this year, and it was amazing.
Golden Gates, yeah,
Doing the Golden Gates was
I don't
so
know that
good.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Freckled
It's really
Child I grew a
pretty.
few years ago. That was pretty good. It says the flavor's intense. It's unbelievable how much flavor is packed into such a small tomato. That's how I feel about Coyote. A city employee that stopped by put just one tomato in his mouth and said, "Wow, it's like squirting a bottle of ketchup directly into your mouth." Every spring, I
Oh,
get messages asking me if I have any extra Mexico midget transplants I can spare, and these are almost always picked as the favorite tomato in my garden from anyone who visits. Remember how you told me the other day that I can make anything on my Instagram channel sound good, whether I liked it or not? Mark and Karol are very good at this.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
who else here has squirted ketchup directly into their mouth? Have you? I have not.
gotta
So I
grow
don't
it.
really even know what that's like.
Must grow now.
Well,
Squirting
Ben,
a lot
I
of
know
ketchup
Ben
directly into your mouth.
ketchup like it's, I don't know, milk. But
It says, these have also been used at a local high-end restaurant in some of their signature dishes and continue to be requested by their customers. Plants can grow very large to give them space. No one is ever disappointed with this special little tomato. Well, there you
oh,
go.
wow.
Where I had
Very
visions
nice.
of what this was, this is a very different thing. So thank you, Mark and Karol, for my gifts. That's it for me. What are you? Let's finish you up.
I have another pink one, Donetta's pink ox heart.
Donetta, how do you spell it?
Donetta
Okay,
apostrophe S.
got it.
Yeah, I
And
was really into the pinks this night, apparently.
yeah, well, they've got some good
Pink
ones.
everything. But look, that just looks like
Yeah, it looks
good meat
fantastic.
ratio. Put that on a sandwich. Mm.
It
Hopefully,
says
it holds its seeds in gel.
It says, I got my seeds for this wonderful variety from Donetta Gott. Donetta purchased plants for these at a farmer's market when an older lady suggested she grow them. These delicious pink oxheart tomatoes had been handed down in the lady's family for years. It never had a proper name, so in honor of Donetta finding this treasure and growing it herself for many years, I decided to name it after her, Donetta's pink oxheart. Maybe the sweetest and most delicious oxheart I've grown. So let's see
Whoa.
the pictures. Those are big.
Yeah.
These are a pound and a half.
Another hand hider.
Another hand hider.
Oh, yeah, they look
There you
so
see the
pretty.
cross section and sliced vertically as well.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Absolutely
All right, the
beautiful.
last two are my free gifts.
Okay, what you got?
And this one, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You want to?
Hang on, let me take a look. I'm reading it backwards. T-S-A
Oh,
Tsar. Well, I'm sure I can search just that part.
Tsarsky Ljimek.
Can you
Yeah,
spell it
it's
out
no.
loud
Do you
for
want
me?
me Tsarskiy and then Ljubimec.
I don't see it.
Not coming up?
No. Can you spell the second
Okay.
word for me again, please?
Ljubimec.
No, it's not coming up, but let me try searching it from a different spot. I don't think I've heard of it.
I don't think I had either.
Oh, it's also known as Czar's favorite, which is probably what that
Sure.
translates to. This I've got it here
Hmm.
for tomato faifu, which is always a great resource. They don't have a whole lot in stock, but they're a great resource. So this is the same thing as Czarski, what you just said. Also known as
Mm-hmm.
Czar's favorite. It's am I showing it? Yes. Of Russian
Yep.
origin. Variety originating from St. Petersburg, Russia, introduced in America by Andrei Barnovsky from Minsk, listed in the Seed Savers Yearbook of 2006, introduced commercially by Tatiana's Tomato Base in 2014. Also known as Czar's favorite, Czarsky Lubimets, and then Russian symbols that I don't know how. Czar's favorite. Large red fruit of 300 to 600 grams, beefsteak type, flattened and ribbed at the top. Fleshy, juicy, multi-lodge beef flesh containing few seeds, delicious sweet flavor. That's a beauty.
That looks nice.
Yep.
And then the last one I got, this one's familiar, but I don't think I've ever grown it. Yipes Stripes.
I just got that from somewhere else too, Yipe Stripe, but I've never grown it either. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got it from, but I just logged that one the other day too. That's weird.
Yeah, I feel like I have it in my collection somewhere, and I think I've
That was
looked it up before, but I don't remember. I don't remember what it looks like or what color it is, or
It's that one's not coming up from them either. I'm wondering if. Hang on. Nope, somebody else has it. I don't want to really show another Etsy vendor. I don't know that that's fair. I don't even like showing other vendors for this, but we do want to showcase the varieties. We'll share from Bounty Hunter has it listed, Yipe Stripes. It looks cool. Oh, maybe.
It's got a fun name.
Oh, actually, Sean doesn't have a great picture of it. Found a better picture. Hang on.
Oh, that's probably where I got it from. I think I got it from Bounty Hunter.
That's not a good picture either. I'm going to go back to Bounty Hunter. It's a rare cherry tomato. Hang on, I'll pull up the picture. They probably included some stuff maybe they don't have enough to sell for you.
Right.
Or they sold out already. Maybe they take down what they're sold out of. This is Yipe Stripes. I'll enlarge one of the photos here. There are other pictures I saw elsewhere on the internet where it really showed more pronounced striping. So I'm not sure that this picture really captures that. Here you can see it a little bit more.
It's very shiny.
It is very shiny. It's gorgeous. Let's see
what little Christmas ornaments.
Rare cherry tomato. I don't see an interior shot though. Early season tomato plant with regular leaf foliage, an indeterminate variety that produces a lot of these cherries. Great for markets, restaurants, eating them fresh. Yeah, that's all he's got. So that's Yipe Stripes.
That's it for me. That's it.
Oh, so you get 2 hour 10-minute unboxings when Jen and I do this together. But you get to see more.
But it was so much more fun.
It was fun.
Much more fun chatting with you all and not just talking to myself and the camera. And then having to edit it. I don't have to edit this. Yeah.
That's what I always say. Meyer Way says, really enjoyed this unboxing. Only heard of 2 of the ones I ordered mentioned. And that's one of the great things about them. I'll put up the banner, but it has been showing on our screen the whole time. It's Old South Seeds. Just go to oldsouthseeds.com. Even if they're on Etsy, this will automatically default to their Etsy shop. I found that out today. oldsouthseeds.com. Mark and Karol, thank you for offering these amazing varieties for those of us in the tomato and pepper and eggplant community. There's a reason why 2 of the biggest tomato heads you'll ever meet with thousands of varieties place pretty sizable orders with you because we haven't heard of these.
Yes, and that's what I love when you grow and sell rare heirloom ones with really cool stories. That they may not look like so many pink slicers. Like they may not look like a whole lot, but when you tell that story and you share that story, and then you spread the seeds, like I love that. So Old South Seeds, you're where it's at. Because I want
to show you.
I want to keep these around.
Exactly. It's our job to save the tomato. Oh, look how pretty my manicure looks. That's nice. I was really wanting to show you the health of the seeds. Very healthy.
Yes.
Freshly fermented seeds. Very obviously all
of mine. Pink, not pink.
Even the peppers.
Just the color that they should be.
They
look healthy. They're nice and fluffy.
Yeah. And you get the packaging. It's nice, thick plastic Ziploc with their little logo on it and the name. So I'm a fan. 2 thumbs up from me.
Yep, same. 2 thumbs up. Old South Seeds. Go check them out.
Yeah,
you'll find stuff you've never heard of.
For those of you like Malachi, Jen, if you're still here, who have grown their things before and have had good luck, thank you for that feedback too. I haven't grown anything from them because this was my first order, but I will be this year. That is for sure.
Yep. Definitely the West Virginian one. That's going in.
Francis. This got me fired up for my seed starting tonight. Finally, time zones 9A to get going. Let's do like a rain dance, like a happy growing dance for Francis. Wishing you good luck, my friend.
Little seedlings.
We got Kim. Well, y'all got me. I just placed my first order on Etsy.
Yay!
Thank you guys for
We're
joining us again,
yes,
especially
thank
if you
you. It was so
watched me
much fun.
yesterday and now another couple hours today. But we hope you enjoyed it. We love being together and we love bringing you these unboxing. We'll have to do more in the future.
Oh yes, I'd love to, because
Me
there
too.
will be more purchasing, I'm sure.
There will, because we have no restraint whatsoever. And again,
Nope.
Mark and Karol, thank you very much for this gift to the tomato community that you are bringing these amazing varieties to life. These, I mean, they were all rare. Even the Mexico midget, which I didn't think was rare, turns out that's
It's
Craig
rare.
LaHoulier, so that's pretty special.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, didn't know
so
that.
very exciting. So, guess that's it. Our next episode together, unless we do something before, our Tomato Talk Live will be February 6th, which is a Thursday this month or next month.
Thursday.
We'll be
Yep,
talking about
same
seed
time though.
starting. What'd you say?
It's the same time as it usually is on the Friday night at 7
Yeah.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's on a Thursday
But it's on a Thursday. Yes.
because you'll be at a wedding on Friday.
Because I'll be at a wedding on Friday. Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of weddings the last couple of years.
You really have. You really have.
Well, you know what
I
happens?
haven't
You
gone
go
to
to
any.
so many weddings in your 20s and 30s, and then it stops. And then your friends and your relatives, their kids start getting married. So then it starts again. Yeah, you have that to look forward to. I mean, celebrating love is always a nice thing. It's just,
Right, yeah.
it could be spaced out a little more. That would be nice.
Everybody just needs to elope.
Yeah.
Then spend your money on vacation. Don't.
Yes, or put a down payment on a house or something. All right, guys. Thanks for those of you who are watching live. You always make our shows a lot of fun. We love doing these
Yes.
live so we can talk with all of you. And if you're watching the recording, we value you too. So thank you for watching us. Make sure you subscribe to Jen's channel at Jen Joy. If you could subscribe to my channel too, it's Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. I'm the Mrs. And then we both have YouTube channels also. Jen's is Jen Joy 383. Is that right? Does that sound right?
You said Instagram. You said YouTube. Instagram.
Yes, Instagram. Jen Joy 383.
Jen Joy 38. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I'm Mr. and Mrs. Tomato again.
Yeah, you're easy. You're Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head everywhere.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy your day. Love you too.
Bye, everybody.